Don't do him.
Why you sitting there like a frozen mannequin?
We are back. We are back.
You see that Atlanta Cast Network.
What's happening, peoples?
I'm sorry. Sorry.
I heard it.
Are the sound effects doubling?
No, that was my other device. I'm on Instagram.
Yeah, I'm on there now. Make sure my volume down.
Everything is doubling on my end. Tia, bring us in. I'm going out and come back in.
Bring us in. Hi, everybody.
We live, baby. Let's go.
I don't even got a mic up. I don't do this. Skip, you do it.
All right, cool.
He ain't tell me to do it. He took. What's up, everybody? Everybody out there in the Caucasian world. No, I did not. Okay. How's everybody doing, man? What's up? Welcome back. Welcome back to week number more than 20 of this season of Atlanta Carcast. I am Mr. Skip of Skip's Trophies and More. Below me is the wonderful purple one. www.MissTiaJakes.com. Not Miss Tia Jakes, just TiaJakes.com. The Mr. I'm not the Mr. The any, do any and everything. I can't get it, Mark. All the stuff.
Don't worry about all that.
And all that. And to her right, which is my left, is Mr. Tia. He got all them dookie braids, you know what I'm saying? He don't know how to act. Look like he just got it done.
Yep.
Above him is the illustrious one, the vacation taking, state to state, city to city jumping, Nighthawk about that life. And beside him is the one, the only, the fantabulous, wave riding Miss Qwueen South Carolina. Y'all get up here. That was on the fly too.
I get why I was doing it up. I had the YouTube in the background. That's why I'm hearing double, but y'all didn't hear double. Anyway, so we back. Fast week. People. We're in the building. Please share. Hit that share button right now. Hit that like button. Share it to a friend. Tell a friend. It's going to be a great show tonight. We got a banger for y'all. But before we get to all that, we're going to talk about our week real quick, briefly. Miss TJ, take it away.
I'm really happy to be here. This week went by tremendously fast, as it just always does. Can you guys believe it's actually April 24th? Like, it was January a blink ago. Is it me?
No,
I think
me too.
It's gonna be May, like in a week.
Yeah, you know, every day the date changes and it just goes farther and farther into the year.
You know what?
Well,
you started it early. You want a cookie? Yeah, remember that?
Oh no, I didn't do that.
Oh no, you did that.
No, she's just trying to lead. She trying to lead. That's all. Come back.
I didn't do that.
Before we all
she in the background right now giving you the finger. Anyway,
I believe it. She should have started.
There you go.
Hey. You started it before we even got on air, so I told you. Ain't no more warnings. No more warning shots. Good one.
She applied. Yeah.
What's up, everybody's? Ain't nobody came to see you, Otis. How many accounts you got? Because last week you was over here telling us, hey, y'all, this ain't nobody came to see you, Otis, on another account. But you got 50 phones or some shit?
That name was kind of crazy. It was like, ooh, ain't she crazy? Something like that. I don't remember. Wasn't it?
Miss Pennywise, Hip Hop, Grey Ghost, Miss Isha Mercer. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Miss Tamika. All y'all, thank you.
Skip, you're not gonna tell us how your week was? You holding us up?
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize you came to me. I was interrupting Tia on purpose because she already shot me a bird. So Anyway, this past weekend, man, we Saturday. What did I do Saturday? I forgot.
Pod movement. But we're gonna talk about that later.
Yeah. Okay. Saturday I went to a car show. We're gonna talk about that later. But Sunday, the illustrious one over here on the other side of the Qwueen, him and his group about their life partnered with Impala Nation and Highway Hogging to do an Easter egg hunt thing at Star Park. And they had minimum 400 or 500 eggs that they had to hide. And we had so many, they had so many eggs that we had to hide them in waves.
Wow.
And we had about 50 kids out there.
Yeah.
And you know, and some of the people that were in the park with their children, they asked could they come. We brought them on in, and they did a good thing, man. And that's what, you know, all of these groups should be about also, giving back to the community for no reason. Just because the cars were there, and you know, that brought attention. So of course the children were out there looking at that. So shout out to About That Life at Nighthawk Nation and all of those guys. Highway Hogan was there. What is it? What do they call themselves? The retards. They were there. All of the people that came out, but there was a lot of people that came out.
Wait a minute. Hey, you ain't just go buzz by for the people in the back of the church. This man just said the retards were there. That was no offense.
Let me go back. Retards are a car club or a consortium of cars. Let's put it like that. They don't consider
they gave themselves their name.
Their group, but the retards is their name, and they have a jacket, vests, and everything. So that's what I mean.
Yeah.
I didn't think about how that sounded, but Ride and Clean came through. Some of their members came through and shouted us out and everything. So big ups to all you guys, Highway Hogging included, and Impala Nation and yourself. Y'all did a good thing, man, and it was a great event. Glad I could be a part of it. Yeah, that was my weekend.
Qwueen Kong, I keep seeing you on the internet, and I have a question before you tell us how your week was. Do you have a dual build where you have bass and loud pack? Am I getting that right?
Yes, I do.
Because it's like certain videos, I see people on the inside, and the hair is blowing and shit falling off, and the rearview mirrors is shaking and all that, and then now I'm starting to see some. I hadn't seen the loud pack version, and you got some shit. But anyway, go. I just wanted to tell you that.
You want to tell her that? She knew it.
I just want to tell you that. I don't know if you knew.
I think she.
I mean, I want it to be well balanced. I'm glad you brought that up because last year, like I had a whole bunch of issues with the bass, so I would have been able to hold on last year without the loud pack. Just having fun, playing regular music like barbecue cookout music, hyping up at the shows because my bass was messed up last year. So I have like I say, I like it to be all around anyway, and it's clear. So I don't want just bass and I don't want just highs. I want to, like I say, the Qwueen Kong experience. I want you to have the whole thing, the whole experience, get you a demo, dance, cha-cha slide at the back of the truck, whatever.
The Qwueen Kong experience. That's what's up.
Yeah.
All right. Last but not least, this guy's been missing in action. He's been doing a lot lately. So, take it away.
Well, I was out Sunday. I can't come out too much because the pollen season, so I had to be in. So I'm still paying for it. But we had a good turnout Sunday for the Easter egg hunt. So big shout out to everybody that participated and helped. We was out there all day from 12 to 4 or 5, but I was outside. So until the pollen clear up, y'all ain't gonna see me out like that because
I feel the same way. Did you cut your hair?
No, I didn't cut it.
No, you had dreads a couple weeks ago. You cut something.
Right. I know I ain't crazy.
So don't be surprised you see something else in a couple of weeks again.
Okay.
Oh. Okay.
Okay. Last but not least, I've had a great week, and I do have the name Tesla in my name, and I want to put a disclaimer out there that I don't share a lot of these views that y'all see on the internet, but I do want y'all to know. It ain't slowing down. I'm just gonna tell you, it ain't. They down, but not really. If you look here, they was at $463. Now they at $259. So that's crazy. So anybody who had stock when they was at $463, it made out like a bandit for sure.
If anybody who doesn't have stock, it's time to buy.
It is time to buy.
It's still time.
Discount.
I would definitely buy it. It is going to come back. So for all the Tesla haters, I keep getting these questions like, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? That shit ain't got nothing to do with me, bro. I'm seeing so many bumper stickers about I bought this Tesla before Elon went crazy, and I feel like you shouldn't have to do that, man.
So basically,
let me tell y'all something. When we met y'all, my kids think y'all the coolest. Oh, they got a Tesla. Oh, they got a Tesla. Get out and go ride with them then. To the doggone restaurant. Get out.
Your truck is equally nice. I don't think they know. Do they know?
No, they care about the Tesla. Yeah, right. They care about the Tesla.
Yeah. So we got a couple things that happened over the weekend, and we're gonna cover those real quick in a segment we like to call
the good, the bad, and the ugliest. Only on Atlanta CarCast.
So here in Atlanta CarCast, anything we try to be in these streets. So if one of us is not here, 5 of us is not there, 1 or 2 we might make it. So we kind of be everywhere in these streets, So this past weekend, we had the show Skip went to. So Skip, what show was it? We already covered the show.
The Pod Show, which is
Positive
Outreach Development. We had by my standards, it was a low turnout, but they were satisfied with it. We did kind of fill it up, so people did come. The normal folks were there, and then some old school guys came through. Some older people, gentlemen and ladies, came through on their bikes and whatnot. So it was a very good turnout. We actually, and I say we because for all you guys that don't know, Positive Outreach Development was started by 2 guys that are currently, sorry about that, that are currently incarcerated. And the purpose of the group is to help people once that have been incarcerated for a long time, when they get out, to point them in the right direction or help them out, in situations if they don't have a family or whatnot. And I'm sorry, they texted me and called me, and anyway, it was a very good turnout.
Sam there?
I'm sorry. Yeah, he was there. Sam was there.
Okay.
He was there. He performed, and he actually put on a very good show. I'm shocked. You know how people that haven't performed in so long, you expect them to say, talking over the music. He said, man, put the instrumental side on, and he really put on a very good show. They had some amateur there, and they commanded the crowd. So there was a acting, I want to say, city hall member that was there. He spoke, about the movement and whatnot. Miss Nightmare, Miss Pennywise, she showed up and showed out with her build. She was getting oohs and ahs from everybody that walked by her car. So all you ladies, man, y'all better come with it because she is not playing.
Yeah.
I like that name. I like the name Miss Nightmare. I like it. It has a ring to it. I told her to change it. She's like, no, I'm still.
No, she's gonna be Pennywise forever, but Nightmare is her car.
I don't care. Change your name, girl. That's fire. You are Miss Nightmare.
Like I said, a couple of the young ladies that were there were asking me how I was gonna pick best in show. So I said, well, I already done picked it after I had judged. I said, do me a favor, y'all walk around together and decide which car is the best. They didn't go past her car. All 5 of them. They were like, oh, this it right here. I'm like, what about the rest of them? Nope, this is it. But yeah. And shout out to Scorekeeper. He's always down there on the spot. He actually gave them some, he makes little trinket type awards, and they highlighted those for the day. So shout out to him. He's always there. Appreciate you, brother. Theme Cars is on the scene. AHR. The list goes on and on. I don't want to miss nobody by trying to name.
Royalty.
I'm sorry. Street
Royalty.
Some of I can't think about that. Some of the About Life members was there. So anyway, it was a good event, man. Shout out to all the pod members that I could help. I'm glad I was a part of it. And we hope to see a bigger and better turnout next year.
That's what's up.
Qwueen, where'd you go this past weekend?
At the house. This was a relaxing weekend because y'all know the calendar is full. So any weekend I can take a break. We stayed at the house, did I had some family come through, my cousins. And did the Easter egg hunt at the house with the kids. Just chill because the car show season is about to kick off and it's about to be like non-stop. Every weekend, traveling, rarely getting sleep, not wanting to leave the shows because the shows are so good, but the kids still got to go to school on Monday. So, but yeah, just trying to enjoy your break. But I don't usually, when I'm on my off week, I don't really mess with the truck because when I do have a show coming up, I don't want to mess anything up. I just leave the truck as it is. I might wash it or something like that and just crank it up. But if I got a show coming up, I don't mess with it.
Okay.
Well, there
Nighthawk?
you have Nighthawk. Did you go anywhere else?
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Oh,
All right.
You need to go to a truck ride. I forgot.
So we got a special guest that is almost backstage. He stepped away, but Skip, let's give a briefing on your friend, your buddy, your partner, who's about to hit the stage. I think his club is in their sophomore year, or is this their junior year?
This is sophomore year.
Sophomore year.
Yeah.
So sometimes a lot of these clubs, you get that sophomore jinx, like they say in the record business. You throw some shows that first year, you come out there strong. Then when you get to that second set of shows, that next year, it'd be like, I don't know.
But what they did, and shout out to them, is they were supporting people before they threw their first show.
They did.
They were going out of town to big shows and letting people, they were introducing themselves and mingling with the right crowds and just showing up and letting them know we're here. So their first show was a success, and this one should be equally as good. Now, this member that's coming up now is a personal friend of mine from my hometown of South Florida. His name is Jesse Smith of 5-Star Corvette. He has the Corvette that's brand with Jordan brand stuff on it. So it's a C8 and all that good stuff. But shout out to all of the 5-Star members that are here. And Jesse Smith, 5-Star Corvette.
He said he got a Jordan build, but everybody knows the Jordans with the elephant print.
Yeah.
Right? Imagine that as a car.
Yeah.
Basically.
You gotta see it. You gotta see it.
Like when you just say he has a Jordan build, because niggas been putting the Jordan symbol in the back window since the 90s.
No, we ain't talking about the symbol. I said a build.
We ain't talking about the jump man in the window. No. Anyway, Jesse Smith, welcome to the show. He's
Welcome
also the
back to the
CEO
show.
of Integrity Mortgage Funding. We can get into that as well. So, Jesse, how's life?
It's good. It's good. Couple things, man. I sold my Tesla stock before the election, so I knew that wasn't going to turn out good. So yeah, I jumped on that quick. And the thing with the Jordans, quick story behind that. That car is actually built off the Jordan 3s. If you remember the red, black and white with the elephant print.
I do.
So those are my very first pair of Jordans. I mowed this housing project lawn all summer just to save up $110 just to get those shoes. And I was the only one in my freshman year in high school who had them. So it came around full circle. You know, I'm the first person in my family to get a Corvette. So I found a designer over I think it's in Pakistan or somewhere. He was, you know, an Instagram designer. And it took Karen and I about 2 weeks to design that. So it wasn't no just quickly. It was going back and forth. No, add this, try this, let's add
They say
this.
show the shoes.
Yeah. Show the shoes?
Yeah, hip hop gonna put you on the spot. He say show the shoes.
I got to go upstairs and get them. Oh, I got plenty of them now. I got plenty. I probably got too many. But yeah, that's the story behind the car. You know, in my opinion, it's the baddest rap on the road. You know, if it wasn't my car, I'd be mad. But you know, yeah, I wasn't my. But other than that, things are good. Things are good, as you said, Mister. This is our sophomore year. We're excited. We've made some big moves, some good partnerships. And as Skip said, that we started off supporting everybody, and we still will support you. So this is why I watch this show, because you guys do cover everyone. You put out some great information, and I will tell everyone to definitely watch, you know, every Thursday, so you can see what's going on. But yeah, we're going to continue to support, and we're going to continue to build. Things are great. You know, we got a few things lined up here in the near future.
Is this the shoe?
That's mine with white. Get the white ones.
You got the white one.
Yeah, get the white, red, and the elephant print. But that's the shoe.
Okay, that's right.
That's right.
I remember when he came out. No, I got to interrupt. I remember
I know
when
that's right.
He came to a car show we did in one McDonald's somewhere over there at the City Hall. And when they were pulling in, I had my back turned because I was trying to park everybody. He slowed down real slow.
I remember that. It was fire.
It was tight. It is tight. Not was. It is. So yeah. Go ahead, brother. I'm sorry.
That's the impact everybody in the car club, you know, had on me. You know, when I got the car, it was just basic white.
Yeah.
And then, you know, I'm just watching the creativity from everyone. So, you know, I just wanted to see it at the table. I just wanted to belong. And, you know, that was my reasoning behind that. Can I just, you know, fit in with everyone? Because I saw the passion. I saw what everybody was doing. So let me just try to shoot my shot. Basically what I did. So
you talking about these? You talking about this right here?
Yeah, that's it.
That's the one.
Yeah.
That's it. That elephant print that's on the side. You see the red, you see the black. Yeah, it's one of one. After I do
now,
a couple things.
As far as the actual elephant print, the level of detail actually, how did you mimic that? Like, I don't understand how that was even created.
I'll tell you, this designer I had over in Pakistan, he and I kept going back and forth. I told him to find it. Like, I don't know if I can. Like, you can just find it. You can just do a search, find it. And he came back 3 days later. He had it along with the vector file. So he came back with everything, and then from there we just had to put it together and design it. You know, it cost a little penny.
I mean, literally, if you look at the side of his vehicle, that elephant print right there, it looks identical.
Yep, it is. It's the exact elephant print. It's the exact one.
You take that shoe and morph it into a C8 Corvette. Yeah. That's what it
exactly what it looks like.
Yeah. I love it.
Over the weekend, sometimes just every now and then, he likes to change a lot of stuff. So, you know, it wouldn't be right if we didn't show who he moonlights as. So he sometimes he's Roy Woods Jr. Every now and
No,
then.
no, hold on.
That's not
Wanye from Boys and Men. So he look like Wanye.
He changes his car to a Jordan.
Hey Jesse,
He goes on stage. He does a 20-minute set. And he
you want me to give them the finger for you?
She in the finger giving move now, so you ain't even got to tell her yes. Anyway.
I needed this.
What's
happening? I needed it. Hey, if you notice the shirt I got, so I designed this shirt based on the car.
Oh, now he finna brag, y'all. Look. Oh, he got
like
a on the back.
Oh,
That's fine.
Bang. That deserves a bang.
I'm not playing with him. Like I said, this is our sophomore year. 5-star. That's what that is, right?
We see you.
Okay. That's not bragging now. That's not bragging. No, good stuff, man. Good stuff.
Yeah.
Look, you got people saying that they never knew that was elephant print.
Yeah, that's it. We got a lot of stuff coming up. A lot of events. Definitely one this weekend, actually tomorrow and Saturday. The one tomorrow is going to be the light show. So a lot of our members have put a lot into their cars. They truly went out and added different features, trying to come back that second year, a little bit more flair. And we've added members as well. So, we are a good family, good people. That's why I love this club. I mean, we all get along. This is extra for us. We all have jobs and careers, but this is just to get away on the weekend and just kind of either socialize and network. And the biggest thing is giving back to the community. So we've done a lot there. We've partnered with some great people. The event tomorrow is going to be at
Summit.
Smoke City Cigar Lounge. So we're having a light show. Yeah, that's it. And that's going to be from 7 to 10 p.m. So we're also going to give away a $50 treasure checks. So I'm sorry, 50. What is that? $50. This is in gold. So
that sounds like a Brett thing. Is that sponsored by our good friend Brett?
This one of our sponsors, which is Smoke City Cigar Lounge, and the actual, let me see. No, not him. I'm not familiar with him. All right, not familiar with him.
Not familiar with Brett, who owns Black Pearl.
Okay, yeah, I know Black Pearl. I didn't know his name, but yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because he does this treasure chest giveaway thing.
Yeah, that is him.
Okay. All right.
And then of course, Saturday is our big event with Summit. So definitely inviting everyone out to that. That's going to be a Corvette showcase. About to say, Summit Racing is one of our sponsors. So that's the difference between last year and this year. We know we wanted to have somewhat of a presence, get some type of, equity in the whole car club scene. So we put the cars together, with great people. So our thing is to go out to different businesses and see how we can help their business, see if we can create a partnership, and that's still on the table. So for anyone who's listening that does have a business, we have no problem, let's talk, let's have a meeting and we'll pull up, and support your business and try to create a crowd, just with good vibes. So with Summit, we've done some great things there. You can expect to see 2 cars on display. I don't know if anyone has been inside the Summit Racing. When you walk inside, there are 2 carousels, one on the left and right.
Turntable.
Okay. Yeah, turntable. Yeah, turntables.
Carousel is what you ride the little horses on.
2 big huge turntables. But we actually got 2 cars that are already displayed, so they're still there. They've been there all month, and again, just to promote.
Is Pastor Dre's car still on display?
Whose car? You call
Dre.
it Pastor Dre?
Pastor Dre? Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Yes,
I'm sorry, Mr. Pastor Strickland. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Yes, it's still on display.
Okay.
Along with we have another one as well, and this one is black with the black and gold. So they're going to be there throughout the weekend. So definitely come by. And these guys did some amazing things with their cars. So they're completely different from last year.
Okay,
You know?
so let's go back to the show. Can you put it back on the screen, Ms. TJ? My question is, what can you tell the people that you learned from the first show that you took into this year's run of shows that you're doing differently?
Our show last year, I think it was the Atlanta Motor Speedway. So we're pretty much building the plane and flying it at the same time. You know, our expectations were high. We invested a lot. We focused on some things that we shouldn't have focused on, or there were things that we should have focused on. So what I took away from it is when you have a show, have something for the people to do to be entertained. Something.
Yes.
You got to keep them active. Just walking around at cars ain't gonna get it. So
who hosted that? Who hosted that show?
Who hosted it? You guys did. Atlanta Carcast. So thank you guys. You guys actually y'all rock with us.
Pretty cool.
So definitely thank you for that. So that was one of the things that I took away, and then also just getting more active in the community, getting more sponsors, more business owners, just making that connection. So this year we're going to do the same thing. We're going to do a little bit more. So we do have Atlanta Motor Speedway this year again. It was a whole lot of fun letting people take their cars on the track. I think there were times, they were allowed to go around 4 or 5 times, multiple times. So I actually put mine on the track. I got it up to about 150, 155.
150.
Yeah, that track will make you slow down. If you
it will.
It'll make you slow down.
It'll go faster than that, but I'm like, no, I'm not a professional driver. So let me
which one of your members was it that scraped the wall?
Oh, Lord.
Trying to go too fast.
Who was that?
That momentum took him right on over to the wall. Mark, weren't you in the car with him?
No, I was right there in the entrance. Now that I remember, yeah.
Okay.
I seen it when it happened.
You can go fast if you want to, but that momentum will pull you up to the wall if you ain't strong enough to hold it.
Yeah.
Somebody please get Kong off the track for going 40 miles an hour. The truck can't go that fast. Get her off the track. I hear her revving it up. Please bring a tow truck. Like, no.
So we got that again this year. We're gonna do it again this year. This year we're gonna limit it to 1 day. So we're gonna probably try to focus a lot of the events that day. We're gonna have other things for people to do. I know we're in discussions about the burnout pit and some other things. So we want people to bring their cars out there and not only display them. We're gonna have, just like last year, we have a lot of people who come from out of town, out of state. They do travel. They do come here, so we're on their radar. So we expect to probably double or triple the turnout from last year. Everybody knows about it. Word has spread it to include. We actually expanded to North Carolina. So
wow.
Yeah, setting up a chapter there. So we're trying to do some big things, and again, just great people, good people. We're always looking to add. If you're definitely someone great personality, get along. You want to build something different, or you're thinking about purchasing a Corvette or anything. Then reach out to us.
I was just told that was
this flyer is kind of just talking about the light show, which is going down on the 25th. That's tomorrow.
Yes.
Great prizes. Shout out to Black Pearl Show Boards. If you have a mod and you don't have a board, you're kind of missing the boat. That's an accessory that is very modern.
A modded car, not just a mod.
I can't call it a mod, Skip. Fuck you, Skip.
If you have one mod, get you a show board.
I think it comes with the territory. I mean, it's almost like people ask themselves why they don't win, and they don't make certain sacrifices. And this is not an ad for Black Pearl Show Board, but they do dope fucking work. And a lot of people,
but it's information that's needed, though, Mark. That's
Yeah.
one thing we need to go into that. Why they need one?
Yeah. Good question.
Everyone needs one. I agree with that. I got a correction. This year's car show is actually going to be June 6th and 7th, so it is 2 days at Atlanta Motor Speedway.
Ain't that's the same weekend the Rick Ross show?
Yes. Yeah, and we still expect to.
I'm not saying y'all it's
double or triple because
it's a different audience.
We got two different crowds.
Two different audience, yeah.
Two different crowds, and then you
It don't matter.
And remember
I'm trying to hear everybody's show.
Coming out there and actually being able to do something with your car. That's the difference.
That's the kicker. That's
the difference. You can actually do something with it. Last year it was so cool. I was telling everyone, not only did we have Clayton County Police Department come out there, but they drove their cars around the track. And then we all drove together and we all were able to stop right there, the winner circle on the track, on the actual NASCAR track, and shoot videos, take pictures. These are some memorable pictures. This is something you just can't do anytime.
I'll be there. I'm trying to hit every show that weekend. I'm gonna run out of gas. I'm trying to support everybody. Hey, we saw Qwueen Kong at this show. We saw Qwueen Kong at that show this weekend. You gonna see me?
We're gonna run out of gas because going from one end of the Atlanta to the other to go to all these shows.
Hey, we taking 2 cars. The gas jug will be on the trailer. We gonna go. I wanna, that's a full weekend of everything. It's a full weekend to support, and it really ain't a reason to not support. I mean, I'm saying just me from coming from out of town because I rarely get to come, into town in Atlanta. So, hey, if I can, let me stop in this show right quick. Let me stop in that show right quick. Let me meet some people. It's gonna be different, like you said, it's different crowds because people at your show at the same time ain't gonna be at the other show at the same time.
Now, I was there both days, and Hip Hop just said something that's interesting. He said that the Clayton County Police did a mock chase of the Corvettes around the track with the lights on. I didn't see that.
They did. It wasn't a mock. It was like 5 of them, and there's a funny story behind it anyway, because you don't supposed to have your lights on your car. You can't drive with red, blue, or green.
Red and blue. Yep.
Highway. So they did. They put their cars on the track. They only went like 40 or 50 miles per hour, but it was a great opportunity for me just to shoot past them with my red lights on.
That's cool.
So
that's dope.
Right.
That's right.
I took that opportunity with being safe, but I took that opportunity to do that. So, but yeah, not only that's one of we have a good relationship, a good partnership with them as well. They got their car show coming up this summer. We're going to support them. We were there last year. They came out and supported us. I actually ran into the sheriff at the airport in Miami, him and Chief Green, and they remembered me from 5 Star. Also, I live out here in Fairburn. I won't say the names, but I just ran into a certain celebrity at the gas station. He was checking out my car, and I told him about the car show.
Why you won't say your name? They celebrities, so
I don't want to throw him out there just yet. He said he will pull up. He want to talk to some other people, and
on
the next.
Mute him, Mark. Mute him.
But I want to confirm it first. But
you ran into him. We ain't talking about the part that you say he gonna be there. Tell us who it was.
Well, everybody's a celebrity. Everybody's gonna be there. All the CA owners. Everybody.
You should run office.
Good answer.
Everybody.
He is media trained. That is a great answer. That is a great.
But go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm just messing with you.
Appreciate that.
Yeah.
Also,
but we're not here to talk about the Atlanta Motor Speedway show. We're talking about this show going down.
All ahead of yourself.
The light show is Friday from 7 to 10. Be there or be square. What's the cost on the light show?
The cost to get to the light show. Let me look at that. Start registration.
Now, if you got to look it up, it should be free.
Mark. Why is he here? Who is
I just said he was media trained.
I want to make sure my figures are right. It's $20.
$20 for the light show.
It is
7 to 10. Have you checked to see what time the sun sets?
What? 7:45? 8 o'clock?
I want you to guesstimate. Have you checked what time the sun sets?
Well, yeah, I have. I spent 12 years in the Army. as a fire support specialist. So
what?
as a fire support specialist, a Ford Observer.
What's your MOS?
I'm sorry?
What's your MOS?
13 Foxtrot.
Oh, okay.
All right, and I'm a paratrooper.
Oh, me too.
And aerosol. Hey, hold on, and
Okay.
aerosol. I'm airborne.
Hold on.
I'm an aerosol, but I ain't
Hold on. Fort Campbell, Kentucky, 5th Special Forces Group. Let's do this. Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
Fort Bragg, North Carolina.
No, Fort Campbell, Kentucky.
That's the home of.
We're not going to talk about the military on here. I'm cutting y'all off. Let's get back.
Special Forces Group. We're going to do this. We're going to. Hey,
thank you.
Hey, load up. We can go jump right now. You want to do it?
Break every bone below your kneecap.
Hey, Skip, we come to you, Fort Benning, night jump.
When they told me I had to go airborne, I left. I said, no, sir. I ain't jumping out the airplane that's going to land. I don't want to hear that. Okay,
for $250?
Yeah.
Man, whatever.
No,
so the light show starts at 7. The sun sets at 8:15. So you have an hour and 15 minutes to prep your car for this great event. Light shows are cool, and especially when it's the hot months. You know, kind of cooler to do stuff at night. So sunsets at 8:15. Show is over at 10 o'clock, and then on Saturday the grand finale is from 12 to 8 at Summit Racing. And this is the flyer that gives you all the information. So let's go through this real quick. Pre-registration is at $30 at 5starcorvettes.com. Is that still going on?
Yes, it is.
Okay, and that ends when?
We'll probably end it tomorrow, about 5. Okay. So we'll give people some time.
So you can get it for the 30 on 5starcorvettes.com. Day of the show, if you pull up at the gate, you're going to be busting at the 45. So you can save $15. You're going to get it in now. And the light show is $20. Judging is from 2 to 5, but it don't say who the judges is. I don't think we ain't judging it.
Yes, we are.
I don't know who judging it. So
no, I am.
Oh, you judging it, Skip. Okay, yes. I got it. So Skip is judging from 2 to 5. Open all year custom modified bills and original stock, best in class C1 through C8, top 25, best of show, best exhaust, most original. Explain that, Mr. Smith.
Most original?
Yeah, what that mean?
Well, it's gonna fall into that stock category. Yeah, you're gonna fall into that category. That's why you see that little asterisk there. I've been to car shows where no one did anything to the car. It was just so original and just so clean. You got to recognize those cars as well.
Just like the day it was there, it's 8-track and not an 8-track, but a cassette player in it.
I honestly think that should be into that category. Should be in more shows. More shows. Most original / stock. Most custom and modified, or most custom / modified build. So I guess the most tricked out build, right? Okay. So we got goodie bags, door prizes, raffle, music and food, and more. The address is on the other flyer right here, 20 King Mill Road in McDonough, Georgia, not Hampton, as I said previously. Thank you, Skip. This is at Summit Racing. If you haven't been to Summit Racing and you're a gearhead, shame on you. But yeah, anything we missed?
Yeah. Also, Rick Hendricks is gonna display 2 new Corvettes right there on site. So that's a good partnership we've established with Rick Hendricks. We've established a good relationship and sponsorship with Whataburger. So they're going to be there.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
Say it again.
A good relationship and a good sponsorship
with who?
Whataburger.
Whataburger. That vernacular just changed. What Whataburger? It's not water.
Whataburger. And I tell you, man, those sandwiches are good too. Those burgers. Vest for Vest. If anybody's familiar with them, we got a good relationship and a partnership with them as well. They're going to be here. So they'll be coming down. Just a lot of support, a lot of vendors. You know, we're going to try to do it definitely big that Saturday. So I'll be there all day. If anybody want to come and see, you know, the one of one original Jordan elephant print, it'll be displayed.
Watch you see another one tomorrow. You know, they're going to be long when somebody says, "Ooh, I like that." Everybody's going to have their own version of it.
You got to find it. But we're gonna have that displayed as well. So again, you say the sun sets at 8:15 on
8:15.
So we're gonna have a detail. We're gonna have a mobile detailer out there as well. So if there's anyone who needs to get their car cleaned up or freshened up, we're gonna have someone on site that can do that. They're gonna be set up. Yeah, we're super busy doing a lot of things. I don't know if anybody, as far as our giving back to the community, we've done a lot of that. We partnered with Trap, and I don't know if anybody is familiar with his foundation. He does a lot for the communities. We gave away like 50 bicycles. I think Tia had mentioned, what she called him, Pastor Dre, with my good friend Andre Strickland. That's a good
on
guy.
The south side.
Yeah, he's just all around good person. But with his foundation that he's been focusing on people with opioid abuse or have that problem, we partnered with him, and we went out and did some things. Went to a youth center and actually spoke a little bit to the kids, just showing them a different direction. So really just getting out into the community and actually doing something. So we just don't want to do a car show and just set up somewhere. We want to be active. I like driving anyway. So, especially around Atlanta, this is our backyard. There's a lot, and there's a lot to go around for everybody.
That's right.
Everybody. So to all the car clubs, I know a lot of people missed it, missed some of the stuff we were doing last year. We're going to support you, and we're going to be watching this show as we always do to see what's going on, but definitely come out and just check us out.
Right.
Just check us out. So I was asking, just a different experience.
That's what's up. So, yeah, feel free to hang on if you want to, because we're talking about a subject you may have some input in. We didn't put it in the title this week. We just kind of wanted to spice stuff up. So if you're listening right there on the airway, please share right now because it's buckle up. The title should have been posted in the chat. Oh, Miss TJ came back at the right time. The title of this show is what fucked up the fun in the car game? What fucked it up? Who fucked it up? When did they fuck it up?
I'm sorry, I'm reading the text.
I got a comment.
So, go ahead.
Men.
Oh my god. No, they
anyway,
didn't.
Let's get back on topic.
No, bitch ass niggas fucked up the car scene.
Ooh.
I said
it.
No, that is not the answer.
There's a couple of things, but I'm gonna say one thing at a time so we can all elaborate on each thing I say because it was a lot. The young generation. First and foremost,
bitch ass niggas.
I'm not going to do that.
Right. Okay, go ahead. Carry on.
And then the introduction of these Chargers, Scat Packs, these Camaros with the 6.2s in them, all these big horsepower cars that you can get cheap. Well, not cheap, but they're not overly expensive. They're not hard to get. And once they got them, the feeling of horsepower gave everybody the I'm a stunt man attitude.
Young bitch ass niggas.
Okay.
Nasty bitch.
Got to the point to where everybody felt like they had to prove something to somebody. So all of the hate just almost like when Donald Trump took office, all the hatred came out. Everybody decided it was okay to do it. Doing burnouts in front of the police and messing up our hangout spots and just being disrespectful. So those are a couple of things. So what do y'all think?
Qwueen,
I'm gonna just read.
You don't got my back on that?
Yeah, no, I got your back because
okay.
you know I always got your back.
What?
But I'm gonna read.
Oh no!
Look, when I posted the status, I'm gonna read what some people said. I'm gonna just go off and we'll talk about it. judges and homeboy car shows.
Mhm.
Everybody is a professional. People crying over trophies.
Bitch ass niggas.
Closet hating at an all-time high.
Bitch ass niggas.
And I put car audio as well. So they said stunt walls, bashing and basically social media, bashing and threatening others after the car
BAing.
shows.
Mm-hmm.
And they said here we go. Somebody said grown men crying.
Mhm.
See that
Oh,
part
hold
right
on,
there.
wait, hold on. I ain't done. I tell you, they've been on it. Somebody else said, which is a great one, people throwing car shows that don't have no business throwing them.
Mhm.
Somebody said the
Right in the
internet.
car seat.
Yeah, somebody said the internet. Somebody said with dunk racing and big rim racing being more popular, people are more into racing now. Somebody said coochie toting ninjas. Somebody else said, who you know in favoritism,
Mhm.
drama,
Mhm.
hate.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been heavy. They
But a lot of that stuff, all of that stuff you said is true. But I'm gonna say 50% of that is not what messed it up, because that was always there. It just became more prevalent in the last 5 to 10 years. All the hate
social
and
media.
the buddy
You say social
shows
media?
and the crying about trophies, that's been there forever. It's what messed it up was we stopped, in my opinion, we stopped having places to hang at after shows because of the stupidity that happened after the show
Yeah.
was quote unquote over. The burnouts and the drag racing and the street takeovers, wrecking cars and running off and all of that. That is what messed up the scene. Now, like you said, the hating, what you said, the coochie toting niggas.
That's what they said.
But you're right. But I'm saying that
coochie toting ninjas. That's exactly
that
what
messed
they
it up. But you know what? That messed it up for the person that don't like those people. Not that I like them, but you think about it. That it's always been bitch ass niggas and punk ass bitches at car shows. It's always been that. It's always been hating at car shows. It's always been buddy car shows. Always. So you can't say that's what fucked it up. No, what fucked it up is
you feel like social media made it more prevalent. That
social media
up?
made it more accessible to people that don't get out, and then the people that wanted that enjoyed that kind of stuff. Now they're out there with it with their cameras. Yeah, all of that played a part in it. But I don't think being a bitch ass nigga crying about trophies and fucked up no car scene, because they've been doing that since 08, 05.
I'm gonna take a different approach. I'm gonna take a different approach. Okay, because social media has been around for quite some time, specifically Facebook, yada yada yada. But it's one feature that has changed the trajectory of a lot of shit, including car coaching. That motherfucking live button.
Yeah.
Pre-live button and post-live button.
But
pre-live button. Listen to me now. Hear me out. Pre-live button. You was mad about the show. You had to call a nigga. Man, that was some bullshit. Skip don't know how to judge no show. Fuck Skip. Yada 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 yada. Y'all been here, bitch ass nigga. Post live.
Oh, I ain't heard.
I'm going live with it.
Hey,
Totally
different. Hold on. I ain't gonna lie to you. It ain't even that. When they said the part of coochie toting niggas, let me tell you something. What I experienced on 2 shows was a man saying that he entered the car show. You know what I'm saying? But they want the queen of show trophy so bad. They said that this is their girl card.
And see,
so when you talk about coochie toting niggas, hey, I done had that happen to me twice.
Right.
I done heard that.
But if I'm judging the show and I know it's not that female car, they can say she drove it all they want to. If he there, it's his car.
Right.
Hey, I'm telling y'all, but that's what they get starstruck. That's my example that messed it up. Getting starstruck by trophies.
Well,
I feel is what also.
In my defense of that statement, the Star Struck trophy part, to me, everybody that built their car, everybody, including you, at one time or another, when you entered your car in the show, you entered to win because you felt like or you knew your car was the best. So when people say, oh, they fighting for a trophy, if you're not fighting for a trophy, don't enter your car. Can't nobody in here, you yourself included, tell me if you pay an entry fee to get judged, you're there to win.
That's
and
right.
if you don't win, you feel some kind of way.
Guess what I don't do no more.
Exactly. You don't know what I'm just saying. I said you because you're here. But when I hear somebody say that, I tell them in their face, you're a fucking lie. Because if you didn't want to be judged, you wouldn't have entered the show. So all that crying about a trophy, of course you're going to cry when Skip car beat yours and you know your car costs more than his and you know you got more stuff of yours than his, but he beat you. Yeah, so the crying going to come when that happens. So when people say that, they can miss me with that crybaby ass shit because if it wasn't about a trophy, you wouldn't pay to enter. That go for everybody.
Right, but people got to understand, sometimes you got to lose.
You got
to know how to lose to be a good winner.
Everybody can't win. You got to lose. You got to take that. Sometimes if you know you cannot let your homeboys keep hyping you up. Like, yeah, your shit, and everybody look at it, and your work is trash, interior is trash, the paint is trash, the rims don't match the flow of the car, and your homeboys hyping you up like, yeah, you did that. And you go to the car show, and you know, buddy that put in the work to make sure his shit match what it matched, and he win, and your homeboys, oh nah, you should have did that. And guess what you do? You get on the internet the next day and you cry. And you look like a fool. And you look like a fool. But guess what? And don't nobody want to tell you, because if you feel like somebody tell you, hey, your shit really wasn't hitting like that. Oh, you hate.
And that's where the hate came from for me.
Man.
I think that's why I got a lot of hate. A lot of people that felt like, oh, me and Skip cool, he gonna blah blah blah, and then I told him the truth. And then it was like, you know, I heard Mark say I got a touch screen, so I made a mistake and closed everything out. But I heard him say that, you know, some of the statements people make, oh, that bitch ass nigga, this and that. Y'all can't name one motherfucker that said that in my face. Not bitch ass nigga.
Not one.
I get it. Everybody can call you whatever, but all that, he this and he that. There are a whole car club that would not come to a show because I was judging it. Then when they went to a show that I wasn't judging, those same people, man, Skip would have did that. Wait a minute. You boycotted such show because I was judging, but then you went somewhere else to complain because Skip wasn't judging.
But see, back then it was all he said. It was all he said. She said back then. So you had to really trust somebody. If Nighthawk told me such and such said such and such about Skip, it's the truth. Now you seeing it on live. People screen recording, they screenshotting. All the receipts is there. People got receipts these days.
And I don't care about the name calling or none of that. You know, because it's part of the keyboard warrior and tough guy shit. But and I'm gonna pull my coattail on this. There's not a car show I judge where I didn't make a mistake. There's not a car show I judge where I won't tell you why you lost. Name another judge, period, that will stay to the end of the car show and explain or answer questions. Anybody.
No, they be gone. They be gone. So it'll be thank y'all. God bless y'all.
Yeah, they get up on, or you don't know who they are. They get up on up out of there. But man, that's what they said. And that's what they also said was a problem was the judging. Like homeboy, of course not Skip, but you know, you go to these small shows and you don't have proper judges. So they say that's what messed up the car show scene as well, because you got uneducated judges judging a car show. They don't know what to do. They in their mind, they still in a little kid mind. I'm gonna pick the prettiest, what I think is the shiniest on the big rims, and that's what's gonna win. You can't tell the orange peel from a damn pearl. Shit.
Right.
All right.
I mean, I honestly, I never thought that I would see the day where you would have 2 Instagram pages or 2 social media pages, one for you and one for your car. I literally, if you would have told me that was going to happen 15, 20 years ago, I wouldn't have believed you. Like that just doesn't sound, don't even sound cool.
What are you trying to say?
I didn't think that would happen. It's the reality
What are
now.
you trying to say?
But if
You could have said that 2 weekends ago in my face. What are you trying to say?
No. I'm saying if you would have told me 10 years ago, niggas was been rolling around talking about follow me at SRT Scat Pat Juicy Baby 92. Fuck out of here, nigga.
But now you know what though? But you know what that does? A person like her next to me, Qwueen Call, she has so many people that knows her truck that she's never seen in her life.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now her personal
Like us. I mean, we were those people.
Well, y'all was. I've been known for
whatever.
Anyways, there he go.
But anyway, I'm saying the page for the vehicle is for those people, where it's all about the vehicle and nothing else. You know what I mean? You can't do personal stuff or family stuff and then have all these people you don't know critiquing your personal life.
Yeah.
So I understand that.
Yeah.
Let me. Can I add something to that?
We got some action in the comments. We're gonna veer. I don't know if we want to get
What's
messy
up?
tonight.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit. I definitely will answer this question.
DJ
Skip is going to be politically correct with this question. And
we don't know if that's what he means, though. So get Antonius to clarify.
Antonius, clarify that. You say do threat judge trash, or is that DJ threat judge is trash? Tell us what you meant.
We know what he means.
But in the meantime, Jesse, what were you gonna say?
Oh, yeah, I was gonna say when I go to a car show, I look at my car as an example. I don't think I'm gonna win because the only thing I did was just wrap it. That's it. But I like it, and it stands out enough that I get the satisfaction from the response of everybody. You know, yeah, the trophy. If you do get it, by the time you get home, you're gonna put it with your other trophies. I mean, but you know, to me, and I know there's a lot of people like me. Again, we don't go to expect to win. I go to really look at other cars and let other people see my car, the uniqueness, and that's more than enough satisfaction. I've probably gotten a few of them. I was surprised, like, you know, I haven't done no heavy modifications. You know, that car show is more or less for, you know, networking, socializing, getting to know people, meeting new people. So there are other benefits to that, and that's what we want as 5-star. That's what we want to create. We don't want to make it about the trophies. Just, you know, if you change nothing changes. So we want to do something different.
He dropping nuggets right here.
Create a different environment. You know, because what you guys have said, I've heard it before. But again, it's the same thing every year, and that's what we're trying to do. That's why we're trying to build these partnerships with these other businesses, and you know, get within our local municipalities, and you know, that's why we go to, you know, Clayton County. If they have something, we go support them, or different businesses and stuff, because we want it to be a different experience. We will come to other car clubs, other car shows. We will come and support, but not, you know, I could speak for myself and probably for the mass majority, but it's not what the expectations of coming out there to win. It's more or less supporting and getting to know people and talk to people, just appreciating other bills.
Right. But you know, it's and don't take this the wrong way. It's easy to say that now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because that's what you guys are. That's y'all's mantra. I get it. But when people make that statement that we were talking about earlier, miss me with that. Because again, y'all come to support. I said that before you got on the screen. Y'all supported everybody before y'all threw a show. When y'all first hit the scene, that's what y'all were doing, going out of town supporting. I saw it firsthand. But 99.9% of the people that make that statement that, you know, she read off of her thing, they can miss me with that. Men crying about a trophy, women do too. All of them do. So, you know,
that's a good point, though. I mean, also you brought up earlier that, you know, you're doing the stock award. It is, put that comment back up there. Simple. There it is. Simple and Clean wins shows now. Is this true? Kind of what you're doing, Jesse. You know, you just got to rap. Kind of, it's clean, it's tight, and it's creative over loud.
Yeah.
And a more boisterous build.
Let me tell you something. Only reason I agree, I'm not only reason, but I agree to him because we from the same area. So in our area, it's like I say, y'all have a lot of cars. We don't have theme cars like that in South Carolina. Now make sure for the people that watching and want to misconstrue stuff and go back later and missed the point. South Carolina does not have a theme car. Like I've seen it. I've been there. Georgia has theme cars. North Carolina has theme cars. From what I've seen and been to the shows, South Carolina does not have a group of theme cars. So yes, simple and clean is what they look for all day. They're
So
not
I have a
looking
question.
for
I have a question, Queen. Theme car is just one niche, but we also have a tremendous amount of modern muscle builds that are not necessarily theme, but they're incredible builds that are not necessarily simple and clean.
They're modded on the same degree, but they don't have a theme.
Right.
So you saying like, is this like, were you talking about like cars and coffee early in the morning?
No, I'm saying in the Atlanta car scene, there are a lot of cars that are modded extensively without a theme.
Yes.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Well,
so they're not simple and clean.
South Carolina.
There's nothing simple about that.
Hold on. If I'm not just in that era, let me say that as a disclaimer before people take shit the wrong way and taking and run with it. All right. Let me say that as a
bitch ass
disclaimer.
niggas.
Right. You know what I'm saying? I want to make sure if you're watching this, make sure you watch this fully and understand everything I'm saying. I have not come across or been on the scene of a fully modded, those type of cars. I would like to. Like I said, I only know cars and coffee. First of all, I'm gonna get up that early in the morning on the weekends. Okay. Just like when you remember when I came down there that weekend, I text y'all, why y'all up so early? Don't y'all texting in the group chat. Bing, bing, bing. No, we not about to do this. Like y'all texting another group chat. Don't bing. Where y'all going? Bing. Traffic is backed up. Bing. No. But no.
So hip hop put a great example. Like Big G is a great example of a modded out Corvette. That's not. It's not simple and clean.
Ghost Camaro.
It's not.
I mean, there's a bunch.
Okay. But I want to see it. Like I say, that's why I come down to Atlanta a lot to see different stuff. Tuners, low riders. I want to see everything. I don't just want to see car audio.
Hey,
big rims.
Now,
I want to see everything.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Charger Queen has a question. Do y'all think theme like stickers on cars should be in a category of its own instead of being judged with custom builds? If you're at a show where they're judging,
first of all, it ain't no sticker. It's a decal.
But he dropped the mic and walked
right.
But if you're at a show where they're grouping everybody together, you're at the wrong show.
Right.
Stickered cars, wrap cars should all be in the same category. Wrap. Because it's the same material as a wrap, it's just not full. So to put it against a custom car and say, hey, that Batman car just killing this modded car, it should be categorized. It should be out of top 20 or whatever, and both of them should win. But to put them in the same category and one beats the other and they're completely different, it's the wrong car show. It's the wrong people judging. Or wrong cat. They don't have enough categories to cover everything. That's my opinion.
Carnage.
Hold on.
The max amount of
go ahead.
before it gets saturated and looks off. What does that mean?
That's in the eye. Oh, go ahead, Queen. I'm sorry.
No, I was saying why he explained that. Skip. We didn't get to you. What do you feel messed up the car audio game? Why are we looking at the comments and saying
and car audio is loud packs, period. The disrespect
inconsiderate loud packs.
Well, yeah, that's what I mean. People they want to prove that they're louder, and they all play at the same time instead of taking turns.
Right.
One come on, one go off, like common sense would have you do.
Right.
And then it's obnoxiously loud. It's not even clear. There's no sound quality to it, and you want to aim it at everybody like everybody wants to hear that. So at my show, I'm my 6th year doing it. I have not allowed loud packs at my shows, period. I might have lost money behind it, but I cannot jeopardize people that come out to enjoy themselves, mix and mingle, but they got to scream at each other to talk.
Yeah.
But you don't want to turn the other way?
No, this past year I did. I had them all at the back, where they faced away towards the field, and then I let them play one at a time. And I would tell them, hey, man, you got 5 minutes. And he turn his off there, let the next person go 5 minutes, play what you want to play. But I was able to control it. But the bigger car shows, you can't unless you dedicate a person to it. But that's what I think messed up the audio world.
But what about the car show side?
The car show side is all of the extracurriculars. The burning out, the fast driving, the takeovers, the street guys, the kids that would come from up north down here, the north side of Atlanta rather, with their tuners and whatnot, and do street takeovers and cause chaos, block traffic for miles, and leave. And then I hate to use this word idiotic, but the police want to group everybody together. They know damn well the dude on 30s ain't did no street takeover.
No,
you understand me? But they was targeting the shit out of them, though.
That wheel coming off.
Right. They was targeting the hell out of all of the fixed up cars versus who it was. And then when social media started blasting the BMWs and those type of cars that was actually doing it, they created a task force for it.
Yeah,
So
put that comment back up from YGI Shy.
It really used to be
South Carolina too.
Networking of a cars faded away. It's and that's a true statement, but it's according to where you were. When you come to a place like here or South Florida, where it's always going to be a competition first. Yeah, the networking and everything will happen, but you know the difference in like when Chicago went down there for the show you went to, Qwueen. Chicago came to win. And yeah, they networked, but it was all about winning. It was all about being nominated one of those top 5. So it's always been that. But I think egos, the horsepower, the added influx of horsepower, and just you can't tell me what to do. This is my car. Damn your car show. And they do burn. Like I said, you do disrespectful stuff around things. People don't want you around. And then, started not having no understanding.
Also, I mean, it was a time, I can only speak from Atlanta because I've been on this scene, but it was a time where us as a state was more organized. We would organize way more vehicles to go to Alabama, like as a unit. Like we finna go down there, like fuck Alabama. Like I don't see that at all no more.
I mean,
like
some
you
of like
show,
I said,
all right, this club might go, that club might go, but as a unit, I mean, we used to get together. I mean, tell them, Skip. I mean, it'd be like
right. We would go take over Alabama on Classic Weekend down there. When I say take over, I'm talking about 100 cars on 20. We had a car line so long it took 20 minutes to get out of town every year. It didn't matter who you were, what club you were affiliated with. We did that, and when we but
everybody's so divided. I would say, I'm not saying that. I'm saying this lightly. I'm saying this very lightly because different areas have different things. So I would say very lightly, y'all, before y'all jump on me and kick me out the group chat. I feel like some car clubs messed it up because you feel like you form a car club, now automatically you got to have beef with them. And you ain't really got no problem with them.
Yeah.
But we in this car club, now I got to have beef with them. So some car clubs ruin that for everybody else because it ain't got to be that. Yeah, I just joined your car club because, we cool. We got the same value. This is, it's a lot of car clubs, but I joined y'all because I already hang with y'all the most. We already vibe. We in the same area. It's this and this. Y'all go to different shows, but not saying I have any beef with anybody else in any other car club. But some car clubs you get with and you with us, you ride or die. Fuck everybody else.
Yeah.
How?
But
you know what I'm saying?
So to me, I don't think the car scene is going down. I think the car shows is going down because you can go to a car meet and the car meet be jumping versus.
Yeah, you're right.
Wow, man.
Simply because I'm just gonna be honest, all this price gouging with these people going up on these car shows, and it's not even worth it. And you obligating your time to stay out there 4 or 5 hours when you can go to a car meet and you can stay 2 or 3 hours and don't have the time of your life out there, and you don't able to stay or get judged. So I see a lot of people now they be at the car meets. They'll be A whole car club will be at the car meet off getting more attention than at the car show.
I definitely agree. I've been to car meets, and it seems like you don't have that. You don't feel that if you're not in there, if you're not there to compete, you don't feel that pressure. You just know you just there. Hey, let me look at everybody else stuff. Let me have fun. Let me meet these people. I don't got to worry about trophies. Paying an entry fee really is everybody. You know, I went to car meets. It's been tuner cars, lifted trucks. Like I say, it's all together, and you don't have that pressure. Right. You're just there to have fun. Everybody in the parking lot until it get closed down.
Yeah, I also believe that, you know, I mean, years back, I was a part of one of the biggest Camaro clubs in this region. I mean, we ballooned up to about it had to be about 130 at its peak.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, consistent, like we can have 50, 60 Camaros at a show any given time. Y'all know that. And officers was in place, and when everything started to kind of dwindle down, everybody split off. People thought that they could do it better because they saw what we were doing, blah, 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 blah. And a lot of people was like, yeah, I'm going to start a club and we ain't going to have no leadership. It's going to be members only. Members are going to decide. Nigga, you dumb as shit. You got to have leadership. And the bottom line of what I'm trying to express is you have to have politics in every type of function that you do. It has to be politics and it has to be leadership. Bringing me to a very important position. The PRO, public relations. When the game was solid and people was running their shit, PROs would talk to PROs, and if it was an issue, that's their job. Let's talk about this, because when the presidents and the vice presidents get involved, you're gonna get some bullshit. But when the people that's supposed to handling the stuff, it goes a lot smoother. Or who's going to this show, who's not going to this show. They kept a lot of stuff out of play, but those positions have kind of been outlawed. A lot of positions in these companies is gone. People ain't got treasurers no more. They don't know where the money going. They ain't got secretaries. They ain't got PROs. They ain't got sergeant at arms. They don't even know what a sergeant at arms do. You can take a sophomore club like 5-Star, ask them some of these questions. They be like, "Oh, bro, we just a family."
Actually,
y'all
we do
so
got the PRO, which is me. We do got the sergeant of arms. We have the as far as our road guards, we do have a actual company set up. We do have an LLC. We do have a business bank account. Yes, we have all those things in place because remember, majority of us are business owners.
Yeah,
you know, so it's natural for us to do that. And shout out to Integrity Mortgage Funding in the community, lending to the community.
Now,
party there,
Mark, to address what you said, all that stuff you said, there's a way that these car clubs, new and old, can figure out all this stuff. When you mingle and mix and greet and politic with everybody else, ask them how they run their club.
That's right.
This guy all the way over here has been on the scene with his club for how long now? 10 years now? 8 years now?
Yes.
They went from, like Mr. said, one of the biggest clubs at the time down to a considerably smaller number, but they're still deep as far as cars go, but they have structure.
But Skip, they're not going to do that because we got these young people in it. Their pride is too big to ask a question because they feel like everything is a competition. They feel like once we build this club, automatically it's competition with everybody else.
Right,
and that's not it. You know what I'm saying? You got to get your mind right. Like, hey, yeah, we built a club, but you know what I mean? We in competition with them. It's just that we might be in a certain area. We might have a different want to travel to different areas. We might want to travel more. Somebody might want to stay local. Somebody want to do, you know, our car club might be more themed to accessorizing whatever. Our car club might be themed to keeping it simple. But their mindset don't never get on that. As soon as they build a club, it's a problem with everybody. Exactly. We John in the club fight music.
Right. But my thing is, if you're using your brain outside of just, hey, I got this new car and I'm gonna show it off, and you want this thing to have substance, to have length or longevity, then you need to inquire about how to make that happen. If you're just like you said, we're just having fun and we're just doing this and we are family, quote unquote, then that shit ain't gonna last. And common sense ought to tell you what we here for a couple of weeks, maybe a month or so.
Yeah.
But when you want to be a staple of the community, you know, like the About That Lives and the Camaro Nations and Impala Nations and all these cats that's been here for years and years and have a reputation of being good people, you know, whatever, then ask them, hey man, can you give me a blueprint on what y'all doing? I want to kind of implement some of those things into what I want so I can be here or be the OG in the future. But when they don't do that, then common sense ought to say, man, we ain't got no direction.
Because the first mess up is using that word family. We're not family because you can turn it anytime. We are members. We use family. I tell my members now, we're not family, we're members. Because if one member you make me mad, I'm gonna cut you out. So you're not my family. So
I cuss my family, they get me wrong. No, I don't see it.
You got to put that comment back up because
let's go do
we
that.
not old heads.
Hey, you talking about car? Hold on, we talking about car.
But that attitude is what we were talking about.
It's not why we stay.
Dante Lane. Do you know who Dante Lane is?
Yeah, I do. That's not.
Is he in his 20s? Is he in his 20s?
No, he's not.
Okay,
he's not.
So
he's about my age.
Because, okay, but now I'm finna step on some toes here.
Go ahead.
But that statement right there tells me you want to be one of the ones doing all that bullshit. What you old heads gonna do, and you ain't in your 20s? How would you make a statement like that if you don't consider yourself a young man?
I think Dante trolled because he knows better. We already talked about this before.
I didn't know it.
No, we didn't talk about Dante, get your ass up in here. Now you know we didn't talk about this now. Dante, you know we didn't talk about this. Like we know inconsiderate stunt walls. Like we know how inconsiderate it can be. And then the fact of the matter, we didn't been at shows together because we are on the same team, Team No Chill. Hey, I'm gonna let you play. I'm gonna let you play. We're gonna chill. We ain't trying to overplay nobody. Like everybody get their time or whatever. You know what I'm saying? You in here. Yeah, you know. But you know, like we ain't trying to overstep anybody's boundaries because we know everybody has a hate towards stunt wall because it's people that play stunt walls at a like incredibly loud level that makes no sense. Like even I get to the point like, hey, I like stunt walls. Hey, you need to tone this shit down. Shut this shit the fuck off. Like we ain't got time for that now. Like come on now. Like you just like I know you got a lithium battery. You can play for hours on end because all you got is speakers and horns. It ain't draining nothing. Like we ain't trying to hear that for 5 hours. People be like, oh, I just want to be loud.
Takeovers are extremely dangerous.
Yeah, very much so.
And we old heads have attempted to organize tamed and controlled takeovers where y'all didn't want to come. I mean, at least
I ain't
in
no
Georgia.
motherfucking old head. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I ain't no goddamn old. These niggas might be old.
All right.
Well, see, that's the problem though. That's the problem though. Everybody wants to categorize everybody else into something because y'all don't align in what you like to do. I love loud music, louder than all y'all. All my vehicles got some type of loud music in it. But there's a time and a place for everything. So the YNs feel like, well, it's mine, I'm gonna play it when I want to, and I don't care. So when the statement is made, what you old heads plan to do about it? If it's my show, hey, big dog, we don't even want you here, man. You can leave. Oh, you ain't gonna leave? Hey, call the police for me. I'm in the phone.
No, Skip, he said he just had to mess with you.
I know. I'm just talking about the statement now. I'm just talking about the statement.
Hey, Skip said, hey, the old heads, you can leave.
When you try to say, hey, man, we're gonna play the loud packs later on, you know, just hang out and chill. Boy, I ain't gonna pay my money. I can't play my music. Okay, well, leave. And see, then if you don't, I'm that dude that look in your face and call the police on you, right in your face, and then say, officer, it was him. Because this car scene is bigger than me, it's bigger than you, and I'm not gonna let you ruin it for the people that want to come out for a couple of hours and enjoy the camaraderie and they go home. If I can control it, so that's what old heads should do.
Skip T, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I became one of them old heads. Let me tell you something. I became one of them old heads. Let me tell you something. If we out the car show, let me tell you something. We out the car show. the car show running a little bit too late. It's time for us to go home. Yes, 911. They're
I
come shut it down. I'm ready to go home. Shut the car show down.
But James hip hop said takeovers mess everything up. Some of them do.
Yeah.
Hold on.
I'm sorry.
We had a question from the International Young Chefs. What's a takeover?
Yeah, that's what I want.
Ooh.
A takeover is where okay, there's two types of takeovers in my opinion. The first one, the main one, is where you get a bunch of light cars. Let's just use the Ricers, the Hondas, the BMWs, all of the cars with the loud pipes and whatnot. They'll be together in a group of 40 or 50 cars and stop and block the highway off. And then at an intersection, like a 4-light intersection, 4-lane, big square intersection, they'll block all the lanes, just do donuts. And then when one car stops, another one will get in. And then all the kids will get out of the car and take over the road. So people trying to get home can't get home. And then if they do try to drive through, like force their way through, they'll bust their windows out and jump on their cars and beat them up and all that kind of stuff. Those are the takeovers where they just take over blocks and they blocked 285 one time so far. I think it was backed up for like 30 miles.
It was bad. I remember that.
They blocked 285 off and backed it up for 30 miles. And the police couldn't get to them because it was in between exits. So they couldn't. So they ended up going and coming back down the road because nothing was coming. Yeah.
Hey, like that fella, that little rapper that blocked off 285, ain't it? And it was a rapper that blocked off 285 or 85 recently.
That was what? No, the second time, the first time it happened. It happened more than once. The one time it was the guy. The first time it was our car, the big wheel cars, like cars where we drive and come to our shows.
It is the Scat Pack gang.
I'm sorry.
For sure. It is the Scat Pack gang that do a lot of the takeovers.
Scat Pack, Hellcat, all of them, they want to.
But yeah, that's what a takeover is. And it's 99%. Well, I'm gonna say 95%, the younger generation with all of these high horsepower cars. They want to show you that they can drive, that they can do donuts and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So that's what a takeover is.
So hold on, wait. I'm gonna switch lanes real quick. Just ask a question. I'm just asking a question for everybody because this is y'all area, and it's just a generic question. How y'all feel about Moreland on Sundays? Moreland Ave.
Well, it used to be. It ain't no more.
It used to be.
No, it ain't. It still go on. I ain't gonna.
Does it?
Where do they go?
I was there. At least
to the gas station? Or they to the gas station?
At the gas station.
Oh yeah, that's where they race at from that light.
No, they do.
So that's what I'm saying. I'm saying, how do y'all feel about that? That's what I'm asking because I know at least I was there last year. How do y'all feel? And I know the news and incidents and happen.
It's dangerous.
And do y'all feel like that messed up? You know what I'm saying? Some of the car community, because you go hang out after like you said, you go hang out at the gas station after the car shows.
Long time.
In the beginning, when we would go to that gas station, it would be after a car show or after a car meet or whatever. That's where everybody went. And the gas station owners loved it because, of course, they were just selling stuff back to back to back. And we blocked all the pumps and played music and hung out. And then those same guys with the Ricers would get at the red light, line up at the red light and hold the light up just to race down Moreland. Well, I know, but Moreland was bigger than that, though. Before the gas station, now they built townhomes down the street at the old driver license place. That was a huge parking lot. I'm talking about, I think that parking lot it used to would hold what, 500, 600 cars?
But they still be at Moreland though. Like when I came, at least last year, they were still.
Goalkeeper, you an old head.
Moreland was still lit. What?
Yeah.
What do you say?
He said there's a bunch of riffraff now. That's because he's an old head.
Yeah, riffraff. Don't nobody use riffraff no more, sir.
Only old heads say riffraff. Bunch of riffraff.
But yeah,
he can't say YN, so I get it.
It's so YN, the letters. It's just YN. What you mean by YN? But no, I don't feel no way about that. I mean, that's one of those things to where the police can actually block you in there now.
Oh
yeah, the way it's set up now, it's only 2 avenues to escape, and they can actually block you in. So if they're parking in that lot and the gas station owner say, "Hey, I don't mind they shopping," it's fine, but it's when they leave or when they race from that red light is when the issues come. Because on down the street, what maybe a quarter of a mile is the hole where they used to do drag racing at, like serious drag racing. Cars now that go to the track were racing the hole. So they would hang out there till 1 o'clock in the morning, then everybody would go to the hole and watch the drag racing, which there's something out now. They passed that law, y'all. Spectating the drag race will get you arrested just like you was drag racing.
Man, they saw that. It was like, look, they had all kinds of speculations. Like, hold on now. If a drag race so happened to pass me and I see it.
But if they catch you, you're gonna be standing out your car. They ain't talking about you. Be like, what they doing? No, that's different. They'll know who was spectating. The ones that run back to their car to jump in their car to leave.
But what if I went in the Moreland gas station? So happened that night I'm out of towner to go get gas. Like, oh man,
you're an out of towner.
Like they got a lot of
average out of town gonna be like, people over here. I'm going to the next gas station.
Exactly. The average out of town over there, all those YNs. But
I ain't gonna stop at this gas station. But yeah.
YGI had a good question, but we had so many comments I couldn't get to it.
Also, in the on Instagram, Butterfly1724 said ignorance messed it up, then Silver Bullet Gladiator said, but like Mr. said earlier, it's about that live button. I think that we got away with more earlier on because we weren't going live, right? These kids are they're live broadcasting everything. The takeovers happen so fast. Like if they were smart, they would just do it real quick, hop in their car and leave. But no, you're like this.
I ain't never seen in my life criminals or gangsters recording themselves. Like you ain't name one gangster or criminal that created evidence. This generation is the dumbest.
Is just going in on us here.
Hey, hold on. Please
y'all old cars running fast neither.
Hey, it's a long comment. Please put Rome.
That's what I was just gonna say.
Please.
In a nutshell, he said he's gonna put his coins in. He's gonna put his coins in based on his experience what killed the game. The drive for people to produce quality vehicles is gone because everyone is a winner. Participation award. That feeling of thinking you do something and leave a show with nothing is gone. That made me go home and study what I can do different to make my vehicle a prize vehicle. Now.
So what he said, I think what he's saying is when y'all doing when y'all not y'all when people are doing these top 50s because they can't do a specialty category.
Yeah.
And when everybody wins,
it makes no sense.
That's the problem. That's the problem. You doing the best of show categories and then top 30. You're down. Everybody didn't want something.
Right.
That's too much. But, so everybody leave with something, and you ain't got no copy. Can't nobody lose. It needs to be a loser to make you feel like, oh, okay. Let me change something up. Let me do something different.
But see, the difference is, I don't know if he's in Carolina or here. Most of the shows that have 50
North Carolina.
Trophies, but see, most of the shows that have 50 and 100 trophies are way out anyway. They want to make sure that everybody gets something so they'll get those same people to come back in the future because a lot of people won't win. But when you come places like in the local trophies here, it's a top 25, top 20, or it's all categories and nothing else. And they're the best in show male, best in show female, biggest club. So we've always said this on this podcast, you got to know your audience. You got to know where you're going. If you're in a place where there's not a lot of car shows, I get it. But
and again, I always say you definitely got to know. You can't think that. I mean, you got to vet the car shows. Like you got to look back. Okay, I'm gonna go to this car show this weekend. Let me see if this is the first time they threw a car show, or this is the fourth time they threw a car show. Let me type this in on Facebook. Let me look at the past years. You still got to do your research. I'm gonna do my research on every car.
But see, you're a veteran of the game. People that get into the game and have money to throw at their car and will throw it, the first thing they think is the next car show, I'm gonna kill them. And then they go to this show where it's participation.
Hell no.
You know what I'm saying? So it's levels to it, like you said, research asking you or the next person they say, hey man, what kind of car show is this? But you waste your money, you waste your time.
Yeah.
And people won't do it because they just won't. So this podcast does more now than we do more every year. It gets bigger and better. But if people were to tune into this podcast on a normal, subscribe and tune in, everybody that hasn't, since y'all all here, y'all can learn pretty much everything you need to know about the upcoming shows because we promote them. We talk about them. And then the following week, we going to critique them. Because one of us five, not him because he ain't always here, the one in the middle down there, but one of us five is going to tell you something we heard or saw about this show, mine included. You understand me? So
Let me ask you this. Let me ask you this, Skip.
Yes.
You talking about Wanye?
Not Wanye. We just talked about quantity. We just talked about quantity of trophies, right? Quantity of trophies.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's say I'm a Thanos snap and I change the rule and I say, all right, all the shows that's coming up this weekend, it's going to be 3 trophies. It's going to be first place, second place, third place. That's it. But the value of those 3 trophies equated the amount of money that they spent for those 40 or 50 trophies in those 3 trophies. Will we still get the same turnout?
No. Not even close. See, and this is that's what the statement was. Somebody made a statement about, would you rather go to why are the trophies the same old run-of-the-mill trophies? Because the entry fee is $25. If in my opinion, because Rick Ross just ruined the game with his entry fees, but people want trophies like, and I can show y'all some. People want trophies like these crystal glass top-notch trophies that cost $150, $200 each. Why we can't win that? Because you're not going to have 30 people that's going to pay $80 to $100 to come into a local show to win a top-notch one-of-a-kind trophy. So when people say why we can't get one-of-a-kind trophies, because y'all don't pay one-of-a-kind entry fees. I have people that come to me and get a top 25, 6-foot biggest club, most rep trophy, best of show, a 3 or 4 foot best of show men and women, 35 trophies, and they spend $600. That's money going before they get any entry fee. Then they got the rent the lot or whatever, and all the other fees that come with it. So they out of $2,000-$3,000 typically before they get an entry fee. So suppose they go get $1,500 worth of trophies, along with all the other stuff, just to appease. Oh man, it ain't the run-of-the-mill trophy. It ain't regular. So y'all got to think about that aspect of it too. The bigger the show, the better the trophy should be, in my opinion, because you got 300-400 cars there in the show. You should have better trophies. But most people, like I think it was Nighthawk or Qwueen Cone made the statement, are throwing these shows to make money.
Mm-hmm.
The cheaper the trophies, the more money you put in your pocket, especially once you grow it. So if you organically make your show into where there's 300-400 entries and your trophy gets smaller and smaller, it gets down to this size, that's big as my hand. You understand me? And you got 300 entrants. It's a money grab. It's something else besides, improving the scene. So there's other things that play when you get to run the mill.
We have a question in the comment section on Instagram, and we've talked about this a bunch of times. So if you are not subscribed to our YouTube channel and you're not watching us on YouTube, please go to YouTube and subscribe. We're Atlanta Cast Network, or you can just hit Atlanta CarCast on YouTube. We'll come up. We've got almost 600 videos, so you can't miss us. But the question is, do you think there's favoritism at car shows?
Yes. 100%. When I'm judging, and I'm judging by myself, I'll hear that. And I'll ask them, why you think I'm showing favoritism? Because you didn't win? Yeah, man, such beat me. Why you didn't say nothing when it happened? I would have told you why you lost. You get what I'm saying? You don't want to hear that because I'm not going, hey, man, you lost cost such. Oh, no, you want to ask me in front of everybody? Okay, look at your rims, look at his. You didn't wipe your shit down. I don't care what they cost.
You ain't write your shit down.
The object of a car show is to show your car. It's not just for the judge to like your car. I'm gonna use him, Scorekeeper, who's in the chat. His car is unique. It's one of a kind. But when he parks that car and sets it up, it's a constant line of people in front of his car taking pictures, asking questions. The word show applies to him. Show car. Now, if you want the Barrett Jackson feel while I put a white glove on, say that. But just because you got $100,000 don't and you don't wipe it off, you're gonna lose in my book. I don't care how much money you pay.
If that pollen all on it, when you open the door, no. I'm saying because you got some shows where they announce, "Hey, we're about to start judging." So if you don't get to your car to wipe it down, hey, judging takes but about an hour and a half, right?
According to how
so
big
we right. So if we about to start judging. So you don't feel the need if because a lot of car shows nowadays they want to have anonymous judges. You don't want to know when they're judging, what time, or who are the judges. So if they announce we're about to judge, get to your car and wipe it down and clean it off.
That don't have nothing to do with nothing.
Because no.
Okay, DJ, I'm gonna answer that question real quick.
No,
a person like me who understands the value of rims and paint and wrap and interior, motor mods, trunk mods, and everything. I don't care if you got one on forges, 3-piece forges. It don't matter to me. If it look like a dump truck and the cut is all messed up, then you got them $25,000 rims. That's all you got. You will not win if I'm judging. And then if you ask me why you lost, I'll tell you. Man, them forges, okay. That ain't on the car show judge sheet, forges. What's on the car show judge sheet is this.
Hey,
and my sheet will explain to you what you're being judged on. Cleanliness, detail, swaps,
creativity,
blah, blah, blah.
inventiveness.
Tell you what the judge is gonna judge. So all of that, man, I got forges, dog. That's real Gucci in there. That ain't on the judge sheet. And one more thing, real quick.
Hey, let me tell you something. Skip, hold on, Skip. Gucci ain't made no car seats.
No, but they did the leather. You can get the Gucci leather.
I don't give a damn. Gucci ain't made. He ain't made himself. No seats in no car. Gucci ain't made. Gucci, hold on. Gucci ain't made no center consoles. Oh, okay. All right, keep going. Yeah.
Okay.
I can answer that question, Chris, because I've done the Impala Nation show year after year when you had an Impala, and I don't know if you remember, there were many Impalas there that I asked them to turn the car on, let me hear it. A lot of people have mods you can't see, so it just depends on the kind of judge you are. So I think that you can look for things that are different on the same car brand with similar modifications by looking under the hood. And when Skip and I judge, looking under the hood is a requirement, and the trunk. So
exactly, it shouldn't be. We'll go to this if everything else matches up. From one bumper, the front bumper to the back bumper is what I judge. If you have your hood closed, on my judge sheet it says it clear as day. If I can't access the interior or see inside your hood or your trunk, you get zeros in that category. And normally, if you get zeros in the category, you have no chance of winning. So that's why I tell y'all,
that 53 Bel Air. Oh man, this junk is nice. That 53 Bel Air, that green one, and he said, "Hey, this is a real from 1953, a bug guard, the little butterfly." I said, "Oh my gosh." And he said, all the little trinkets I got is from 1953 to match the bill. And that's
1953 air conditioner. The AC thing?
Yeah. He said that's what things like that is what set it apart. Because you're gonna take the time. You can't just find a 1953 butterfly bug guard anywhere. You got to take
had to
your
go get
time.
that.
And then he said he changed the frame, right? To you. He said he changed the frame to a Caprice frame.
Right.
Yeah.
So you
Yeah.
got, man.
This was at your show, International Young Chefs.
Yeah, look, she had to put that in there. Where was this car at?
I'm sorry.
Judging for anybody,
that's your show.
In the grand scheme of judging, for anybody, wherever you're at, what state you're in, if your judge cannot take his biases and put them in his pocket, he shouldn't be judging. I don't care because he got a dunk that's just top of the line, and he got this real foresight. His car's just top notch. Don't mean he can judge a car show. You get what I'm saying? Anybody can judge a car show. Let me say that. But the bias, I like big rounds, or I don't like wraps, and it ain't paint, so it's ugly. All of those are biases. So if you can't say to yourself, I'm judging what's in front of me, whether it's 10 Camaros, I'm judging this Camaro. Now, when I leave this Camaro, I'm not thinking about nothing I just judged. I'm judging what's in front of me. That's why the judge sheets are all the same.
So Chris has another question. How the hell a fully modded Scat Pack loses to a V6?
It don't matter about the size of an engine.
I got to answer this. It's really simple. You're being a bitch. You're being a bitch, Chris. That's why. That's the answer.
What?
That makes no sense. That makes no sense.
Well, listen,
the video. You missed that video. No, I hate when people do that though. I hate when people talk about lower grade pony cars like V8s versus V6s. That doesn't make that ain't worth a hill of beans when it comes to car shows.
But see,
you can lose to a V6. I've seen several V6s that don't even look like V6s. You can get
There's one in Nighthawk Car Club that's killing people.
Yes.
What is that? The Hellboy killing them. But see, this is the problem with this newer generation of car enthusiasts. Boy, I'm finna get the demon. That don't make you win shows. You just spend a lot of money on a name. Because you can go fast has no bearing on a car show outcome.
Or we've seen stock Corvettes come to car shows and get mad that they didn't win.
Yeah, that's a C8.
Cut off. You ain't hearing the car is cut off, so it don't matter if you got a V6 or V8, the car is off.
But see, Chris, I see you coming back now saying, but stock V6, no mods, no paint. That didn't happen here. That happened somewhere else. You get what I'm saying? And this is the portion of know what show you're going to. If it's the only one, go to look and spectate. Don't go to enter. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? So that way you can say, you know what? I should have entered this show, but it's okay. It's not about the trophies. This is one of those people where it's about the trophies. And I get it because when I was competing, I wanted to win every week. I'm not going to sit here and say I didn't. And that's what drove me to judging when I was just wronged like you feel you were. And I didn't go wanting to fight nobody, get all perfect just because I felt wrong. Let me learn how to do this, and I'm going to do it the right way. And that's why I'm where I'm at now. But I don't care if it's a 4-cylinder. It don't matter. I
can speak for my president of the car club I used to be a part of. Everybody know Ghost, and he has one of the probably the most heavily modded Camaros. Period. Like big block, like everything carbon forged, everything is swapped. I mean, high performance, every built for speed. When that car used to hit, it squatted. The ass of the car in the back would squat down. I don't know how many of y'all SRT scat motherfuckers can do that shit. I'm talking about mid speed. We're talking about 55 miles per hour and would hit it, and the back of the vehicle would squat and dig into the ground. He did none of that to win car shows.
Right.
He did that shit because he wanted to.
Right.
Nobody mods engines to win car shows. Period.
No,
they do mod engines to win car shows. But when they don't, they make a statement like that. Yeah, they mod the engines to win car shows.
I ain't never seen a modded engine win a car show. I ain't
Are we talking restoration? Are we talking restoration or are we talking performance?
No. Right. The statement was made, how can a V8 lose to a V6? I know some people that put the nitrous purge systems on a whole nitrous system, spent $3,500 to get it hooked up and never use it. But at a car show,
Right, right,
starting your engine to win a show.
right,
You get what I'm saying?
right.
And he my dog, and I'm gonna call his name.
You stupid. But Carnage made a good point. Our company played a part on that. Flooding images of performance is a tagline by product.
But he modded his engine just so he could purge it, you know, to do something different. And you know, sometimes the visual get, oh man, that's tight work. He got knives on that car. You get what I'm saying? So I know people that have done it, and this ain't no knock on him, but I know people that do that kind of stuff and assume, oh, but it's gonna put me on top. In your mind, it'll put you on the top. The judge sheet says the same for all cars.
We ain't got enough for air. We ain't got enough for air valves on the judge sheet.
That Papa Smurf, my dog, he I'll tell him in his face. I mean, look, and it looked good. Don't get me wrong. I'm not knocking him because he was the only one that did it. I'm surprised people ain't copied him. But he put a nitrous system, bottle lines, and everything on his engine, and has not shot it through his engine one time. And his vet is a bad. Matter of fact, he won best Corvette at the Pigeon Forge show.
I'm about to put one on the Tahoe.
And it was 300. It was 300 cars in that show, so it ain't. I can't knock his car. So there you go. He won best C8. I'm gonna say that, not best Corvette, best C8.
I'm about to put one on Tahoe.
Yeah, right.
Go fast kit.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Yeah, go fast. I'm about to put a go fast kit on the Tahoe. So when I up my hood and it look and everything all shiny, and I got a nitrous bottle or whatever y'all call the shit, whatever, a bottle, helium for the balloons for the kids on the side over there. I'm gonna put that up under.
You sound like me and my Qwueen bike.
Hey, I'm gonna put some stuff up in there for the kids, and then just to look.
Hey Jesse, can I bring my bike?
Oh my God!
To the Atlanta Motor Speedway.
Yeah.
You get on the track.
You go ride around the bits.
I got a bell, you know, like the little bell on the front and the basket in the back. It's cute. They be hating on my bike.
I love the bike.
Cute don't win car shows unless it's a cheap.
Can I put a go fast kit on a Qwueen bike?
Yeah.
Put a bottle on the back by, you know how they used to put the little baseball card. Put it on the back over there.
And make it sound like a motorcycle.
Oh, you're right. Hey, mister, I need some help with this project. You got me? Is he ignoring me?
He already lost. No, he can't hear nobody. Look at him.
But you know, the bottom line is this, man. Everybody has a different reason or idea why the car scene is fucked up now. Because it is compared to how it used to be. And me being older, I understand that shit changes, and it changes for the better or for the worse. So for people to assume it's supposed to stay the same as it was in 2008, that's just wishful thinking. That nothing stays the same like that. We all age. Cars change, like we've seen when the Mopar hit the scene with all these high horsepower cars. That was a new thing. Just like when Camaros hit, it was a new thing. When Impalas hit, it was a new thing. Now the C8 Corvettes are. You know, there's a fad of cars, just like there's a fad of clothing and dress styles and all of that. So for people to say, "Oh man, it ain't like it was back in the day," ain't nothing like it was back in the day. Nothing. Prices.
Yeah. And this also proves that Mustangs ain't shit. That's the last pony car left, and don't nobody give a shit about that fucking car. When last time you seen a nigga pull up in a car show with a modded Mustang, brand new?
My thing,
I wouldn't go. Well,
I'll wait.
I know somebody with one. No, I know somebody with one. He got a loud pack and he got 28.
We just saw one.
I'm talking about
looked just like a Camaro.
You're not buying those cars like they was buying everything else.
I forgot about that one.
Now
and it looked just like a Camaro.
The Mustang that I would take is that one sitting over there in our friend at American Street Machines shop.
Oh, that Shelby?
Yeah.
No. Yeah, it's a Shelby. No, but she got a it's a I think it's a 2008, 2009, but it's a permanent convertible. Got the little roll bar on the top, and the engine on E85, I think they say that puts 1,100 horsepower to the ground. Woo! It's nasty. She cranked it up. I like, don't turn my car off. Don't crank it up too much.
I saw one similar to it the other week, but it wasn't that. That one was the real deal. For real.
Mike J.
How do we fix the car scene meets in the community? I don't think you can. You just need y'all niggas just need to accept that this shit is evolved. Like all these people that be like wanting like, you know, the new version of civil rights and shit like that. Shit just, it's not gonna happen, bro.
Did he say the new version of civil rights? Can I say I want to say that the car scene has changed.
Yes, deal with it.
But I don't think it's bad. I think that it has evolved. I think there's something for everyone. There's old school scene. There's a modern scene. There's a Corvette scene. There's a Jeep scene. There's everybody kind of gets together and meet up kind of scene. There's the car meet scene. There's the caffeine and octane scene. I mean, it's just so many different components to it. But what I think has happened is that we don't sit in our cars and not talk to anyone anymore. I see more people talking to each other, walking around, greeting each other, actually really looking at people's cars than I've ever seen in, how long have we been around? Almost 15 years?
Yeah.
I don't think there's anything to
fix. Me, it's been about 15 years.
We keep saying how we're gonna fix. I don't think there's nothing to fix. You just need to accept the way it is. It's like just like your girlfriend. She's fat, dude. She's not gonna lose weight. Just accept her. She's fat.
We're all off track.
Your boyfriend is ugly. Accept it. He's not gonna change.
It's not about fixing. It's not about fixing. It's about doing what you're doing. And that's hip hop asked that question, right? It's about what 5 Stars doing. That's what the scene is about. What About That Life just did this past weekend, what Queen Kong does, that's how you fix the scene. Keep going out and supporting and hanging out. Pretty soon it'll get to where, hey man, 5 Star going over there. Boy, that's the place to be. Queen Kong will be here. That's where we going. About That Life.
It just get to the point where, hey, I'm just going to the damn show to have fun.
Right, but that's what
I don't care about it. I don't care about nothing else. For everybody to say, yeah, I'm just going here to have fun. I don't care about nothing else y'all got going on, whatever drama, whatever battles. I'm just coming to the car show to have fun. But like, Donald. Supercharger and you don't have a big block, small, but woo.
See that statement right there is
that's a different. That's a different. Yeah.
That's the don't game, man. You talking about South Florida.
That's a whole nother goddamn. That's the don't game.
That has nothing to do with
not car show. Yeah.
So Nava ain't messed up nothing. Nava made them dudes get on his level, and Nava is one of the elite builders of donks. His car's in the top 5. Period. Whether he's won the Rick Ross show before. So when you talk donks, that's one of the names that comes up. So when he made that statement, he was talking about donks. How many donk shows you
got to understand, like him having a car show. Like I said, I ain't got a donk, but I took my truck to his show.
Right.
Like it's just saying, just like, you know what I'm saying, you want to be, you know what I'm saying, you just go again. You're going to have a good time. Like I said, I know I ain't had no donk. I ain't had no old school. I ain't had nothing in the race.
But I'm gonna ask you this question: how many people came around your
truck? The networking.
Thank you. And they was there.
The networking,
and it was 1,000 donks, but they still came to your truck.
You. Cause Skip. Let's look at me with this. You know why? Because most of the donks, when they get their cars built, what they got in their scar. So they see something different. Exactly. So you see something different. Like, hold on. This a girl with an audio. She know audio, but our people putting scar in the base level kicker in our car. And I'm trying to tell y'all, hey, y'all can go to something else. Y'all can do something else, and then y'all ain't got to have this. Get somebody else to build y'all box and do it a little bit nicer. You get something different. And again, it was networking, because guess what? Ain't nobody from car audio went down there. Nobody else.
Brandon Shockley. That's understandable. But my question to you would be, was it a local show? Was it a show with top end high end cars like the donks and the old schools, what kind of show was it? You know, it's easy.
I know.
It's easy to make that statement you made, but it's according to where you are. You know,
Brandon. So what he's saying. So I know Brandon as well. Like I said, I tagged the post for everybody. So Brandon, you know, car audio wise, it's a difference between you go to a car show and they have car audio categories, but the show is tailored towards car show vehicles. So you have to understand that. You have to understand, like, hey, it don't look good on the outside. You know it don't look good on the outside, but you're there for the music. Or you're there to have fun. It's two things. You're there for the music. If they have a music build trophy category, that's what you're there for. You ain't there to get judged on the car show side. You gotta understand that. Y'all got to understand that.
Street battles. And we get it, but the statement you made was you get jugged, or I'm assuming you meant jugged or judged at the gate. It doesn't, if they judge you coming in, then what kind of show is that? If you're talking about being judged, it doesn't matter what somebody thinks if you're there for one thing and they're offering two. You get what I'm saying? Going back to that first statement you made about you getting judged at the gate, because
a lot of people doing that now, Skip. A lot of
no. I've been to shows where they judge you at the gate.
They are, yeah.
But they also, you also know that, or if you don't, you still get a chance to wipe your car down and do whatever so they can judge it properly. So that's why I don't understand if he meant judged, because I've been to car shows where the entry fee says $30, and then 3 hours in, it's $100. So he could be talking about
it ain't judged at the gate, but I feel that he's saying judged at the gate. Again, I'm always give this experience. Okay. Novice show. I'm pretty sure they were judging when you coming through the gate. I ain't got no don't. I ain't got no old school, but I know what I'm there for. I ain't gonna get hurt if I ain't gonna get a trophy. Yeah, I paid because I want to be in this certain section.
I mean, but hold on now. We get to the point now.
Get hurt, though.
We getting to the point where I think people are forgetting what really is old school. Like, what year is your truck, Qwueen?
Old school is 96 on down.
And it didn't. Now, does that change every year?
No, because these cars are still being manufactured.
Well, that's dumb as hell. It should be like the drinking age. You go in the liquor store and it say this date you can buy. Next year it should be 97.
Mark, I don't know if you're being funny or not, but that don't make sense. If they still manufacture, it don't. If they're still manufacturing Camaro body style from the generation 1 to the generation 5 of Camaros, what changed? Tail lights.
Who said 96 was the year then?
You asked me a question and I gave it to you, Mark. I'm not going to argue with you about shit you don't
understand.
No, I'm just saying, that's the answer, man.
Jesse, you see what I'm saying?
But you making S9
okay. I've always said this. I've said this numerous times. You gotta be thinking I be being funny, but I be being dead ass serious. Like,
okay, but I just told you from 96 on down, and then you say some stupid shit like it should change like drinking age. It should not.
It should. It's just you're saying I don't make sense. I'm saying you don't make sense, nigga.
You're right.
Listen,
but ask anybody in the chat what year old school started and watch what they say.
Hold on. He just asked. He said it's 96 in old school. Yes, a 96 on the car show side is an old school, especially in an Impala, a bubble. Yes, that is an old school.
No more.
So what I think
that is definitely an old school. 96 is definitely an old school on the car show side. Like I said, I put the status up for car show, car audio. So everybody don't understand everybody's level of, but yes, 96 on the car show side, especially an Impala Caprice bubble, is definitely an old school.
But you're only picking that. But see, no, that's not right. That's not right. You're only picking that year because of that model car. That was a special car.
So what Mr. is saying,
what else?
Let Jesse talk. Hold on. Let Jesse talk.
I see both of your points. What he's saying is that next year will be 2026, so it should be 1997. and then the following year, 2028. So it should be 1998. That's the point he's trying to make.
That shit, and that's not happening.
What's the
Y'all getting stuck in a bubble in a time paradox, and you're not letting newer cars live. Like at a certain point, Queen Kong, your truck will be old school. But
That's what I'm
the way
saying.
y'all,
Hold on,
the way y'all pitching it, that ain't gonna fucking happen.
Right, 96, right? So 2006, that's 10 years, right? 2016, that's 20 years. 2026, that's 30 years. Yes, 96 is an old school.
But
like we
I'm not saying it's not.
old, so they ain't registering in our mind because we all old. Everybody on here old. Forget it. I don't care what nobody else say. We all old on this podcast.
What he's saying, I understand exactly what he's saying. But you're trying to do two things. You're trying to make one thing the same because it happens everywhere else. Name a car that was built in 96 that they still manufacture today.
Well, they just stopped making the Impala last like
No, not that. No, the bullshit. The 96 Impala, they don't make those. They stopped at 96.
Yeah,
that was the last year they made those. So cars that they don't make no more are old school. Now they have cars that were made in 85 that don't come to car shows. They old school.
Which
they have
85?
cars 97, 98.
We still on 85.
My point is
95. 2005.
No, so now he moving the goalpost. Now you saying if the motherfuckers don't make the car no more, it's old school.
But what I'm saying is 85, 95.
There's cars after 1996 that are not being produced anymore. Are those cars after 1996 considered old school?
No,
they're not.
You know why? You know why they're not? Because they're not 96 and older. Now, don't try to change the narrative. I said from 96 on down is old school. They could have made the Grand National in 98 and stopped making it in 98. That don't make it an old school. So don't change the goalposts. If it's not older than 96, no, they didn't make Grand National. They made them 2 years.
After that.
That was 87 and 88. So
Regal,
but you preference your point by saying that they don't make it no more. That's moving the goalpost.
I'm sorry?
You preface your point by saying that they don't make it no more.
They don't make the 96 Impala no more. Name a car from 97 to now that they made and they don't make no more.
That's irrelevant.
No. Please, y'all, let Mark answer this question. Name one from 97 to 26 that they made, they don't make no more. Taurus ain't never been in a car show, Mike J. Ain't no Taurus will ever be in a car show. Name a car show car. Nah. And they do.
Again, you're moving
the goalposts.
I might be wrong. Hold on. Wait.
Oh, this is around car shows, correct?
Let Tia explain what I'm trying to say. Can you translate?
I don't know what y'all saying because anything old is old to me. A 2012 Mercedes is old to me. I'm sorry. That's old school as far as I'm concerned.
Okay, hold on. I knew I wasn't crazy. Hold on. I knew I wasn't crazy. Hold on.
I'm with you, Mike J.
The Regal. You know Regal. When they stopped making it?
They just stopped making it.
No. The body style. No. The G body. Regal.
Hell no. Skip.
You can't say.
We talk about the model.
The name of the car.
We talk about the brand and the model of the car.
Right.
Okay.
Right. We're talking about the name of the model.
2024 is old school.
Skip,
so y'all have it now?
I can't wait to come back. Skip, I can't wait to come back down there so I can bop you in the eye.
That's all right. You got eyes, I'll bop your ass back. But see, this is what I'm talking about. You know, people want to make it what it is. You can say Taurus. They just stopped making Tauruses, 2 years ago? The SHO just came out 23, right?
Yeah.
So how's that old school? They just stopped making.
You talk about the body style, right? The body style.
Right, the Regals, they stopped making them since 87, 88.
No, it's
not because they have a Regal sedan or four-door car. Name a Regal sedan you've seen in a car show. Name a Taurus you've seen in a car show. Or a Thunderbird for that matter. People talking about, they make Thunderbird. Name them cars that's been in car shows. You talking about moving the goalposts. We talking about car shows at the end of the day.
So everything is gonna be in old school, like everything.
Well,
relevant,
according to
really,
Beyonce's Google,
yeah.
according to Beyonce's Google, a car is
What?
generally considered a classic or old school 20 years or older. That's what Google said.
How many years? You say 20?
20.
But when we get to, I mean, like you say, a lot of stuff gonna be considered old school because even though my Tahoe is a 2004, it's not considered.
That was the
school.
point I was going to right there. I think that would be old school.
So hold on. So Google even broke it down. A vintage car is one that was manufactured between 1919 and 1930. An antique car is any car manufactured in 1975 or earlier, older than 45 years. An old school or a classic car is a vehicle manufactured 20 years or older. 20.
That's what I was saying. Because she started with this, we went down this rabbit hole because she said, if I go to this show, I don't have a dunk, I don't have an old school. And I was like, wait, you kind of do. But we're getting stuck. Skip, let me finish.
I ain't said a word. What are you talking about?
We're getting stuck in this zone or this mode where it's almost like we fucking froze in time. You ever see a nigga that seemed like he's stuck at a certain age? He still act like he's 23, but he's 40. You know what I'm saying? We're just yeah. It's like we're literally stuck here, and now all of this stuff is old school and nothing else. And now you're looking up. 10 years go by. 10 years go by.
But I think in the car world, people consider only certain cars old school and classic, and that's just how it is.
Skip, I'll give you another example. Hold on, Skip. I got a perfect example. A Grand Marquis. What year was your Grand Marquis?
97.
Go.
You said 96. So is that Grand Marquis old school?
Nope.
God damn it.
What?
see the point is, this is where the argument can go back and forth all day. Take a Grand Marquis, 96, 95, 92. They made them in 92. Take a 92 Grand Marquis to an old school car show, and guess what? Watch what they tell you. Hey man, we don't want that in here. We look for old school. That's what they gonna say.
Yeah, you're right.
We're talking about car shows. We're not talking about car age. If you're asking me what age is, but listen, let me finish, please. When you talk about age, anything 20 years or older, like Miss TJ said, is considered old school. But this is a car show podcast. So in car show terms, old school is from 96 and below. I don't care how you move the goalposts. Take that 92 Grand Marquis. My man Waller got one. Got roaches on it. Big rims, music, and all that done. Paint, all that. Tell them to pull up to an old school show. Watch what they tell them. Hey, man, the parking lot over there. That's what they gonna say. So y'all
that's what I'm saying.
That
goes back to what I said. It depends on the type of car.
What I'm saying is they're going on the body lines. Really, old school for what we know is the body lines. You need a square. We need to see them straight body lines for old school. We don't need nothing curved. Is what we all classify as old school. Think about it. What we all classify as old school is them straight body lines. G body, A body. You know what I'm saying? That's what we in our mind. But what I'm saying is when that new generation come in, you think they worry about G body, A body? They ain't even gonna know what that is. They ain't even gonna know the difference. They just gonna know the shit we drove was old. And, and 82 is ancient.
Right. But see, my thing is, y'all say we moving the goalposts. I said y'all moving it. Y'all say I'm moving it. I don't care because the car is 19 years old or 25 years old.
Right.
If it's in car show terms, we're talking car show here. We're not talking about car age. In car show terms, old school stops at 96.
Where is the written?
I know 96 was 31 years ago.
Is that a written rule? I'm just
let's change the subject. That to me is a crazy ass question. Is it a written rule? Pull up to a car show with a 97.
Hold on. I ain't gonna lie to you. Hold on, Skip. Don't even get upset. I didn't even think that car that I didn't even never think that old school stopped at 90s. In my mind, that shit was at the 80s. Like in my mind, it was the 80s. Like anything 90s wasn't even old school to me. That's what's in my mind. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because our age is, I'm thinking 80s, everything 80s. Once you get to 90s, that's new age. Because it's starting to change, the shit start to curve. So I ain't never thought of an old school as a 90.
But
model,
the point is this. Miss Tia just asked me, where is it written at? It's not written nowhere, it's understood. When you go to an old school show, look at what you see. The newest car at 99% of the old school shows you go to is going to be the 96 Impala, the 95 Impala. That's what it's going to be. It ain't going to be no 96 Grand Marquis because they're not going to let them in, especially if it's just old schools. So when people say, well, why is old school? In car show terms, yeah.
You're right. I ain't gonna lie. The last year, if you go to an old school car show, the last year will be that 96 Impala. It won't be a 96 nothing else.
I'm not saying that that's not true. I'm just saying that.
No. What do you think it's gonna be, a 96 Subaru?
No. I'm not saying that what y'all saying. I'm not saying that people don't think the way y'all think. I'm just challenging the thought process. That's all I'm doing. I'm challenging it.
But challenging it by telling me that
this damn near gonna be 2030, and we still considering the 2001 not old school because somebody said 96 was the date.
Hey, old school got a certain category. Everybody, old school's got a certain. It's just the car world. Old school's got a certain category. I know you got to have. Oh, let me tell you something. An old school cannot have curves. That's just an unwritten rule right there. If you know, Jesse, do you know? Do you agree?
I don't know what y'all getting.
Old school cannot have curves.
Two things can't be correct at the same time. And both of you guys are correct. And then it's going to boil down to how rare the car is. Now, if you manage to find, let's say, a 2000, Maxima that's hard to find anywhere, anytime, and it's that square body, it may be 26 years old. That's old school because you can't find it.
If I pull up in a 2002 Mercury Marauder, freaked out, look like a Crown Vic, but it ain't.
It's a Marauder.
That ain't old school. That's old school to the motherfucker.
Curve down there, Marauder. Don't play with me. We all know the Marauder. That's like saying, okay, hold on. When you talk about the Maxima, we all know the certain models of Maxima, right? It was two Maximas. They had that flat roof and they had that skinny roof.
Yep.
Yeah. So now, which one is more relevant?
Which
one is more old school? The little rectangle roof.
The 91.
No, in the 2000s. They made that little skinny rectangle roof. That little sunroof, that skinny sunroof that looked like this.
Oh yeah. The
and
one
then
that
they rounded it off. Yeah. And then they rounded it off to the regular sunroof. So is that
Carnage?
What is that?
Carnage put in the chat. So a 96 Trans Am is old school, but a 2001 Trans Am isn't. Carnage, I'm willing to bet you. I won't bet but $1. Find me a 2001 Trans Am anywhere on the planet. They didn't make Trans Ams in 2001. They made Firebirds, sir. So try again. I had to Google it to make sure I was right. Ain't no 2001 Trans Ams.
I think it's a matter of perspective.
Hey, with the lights? With the lights?
Yeah.
Go like this? Yeah.
Hold
on. You was right. Hey, highlight that last one. Now the Acura Legends. Woo!
Yeah, now that's not 96, 97. That would be considered old school.
Now that one is in the archive.
Well, what was the other Acura they had?
I think y'all just making up stuff.
Oh my God, I can't think of it now.
Miss I'm tired of this shit.
I am, because Google says it's not a universally enforced car show rule that a car is considered old school if it's 1996 or older. While the term old school is often used for cars of that age or older, there isn't a specific age requirement for a car to be considered old.
How many car shows are judged by Google? How many car shows are regulated by Google?
Many car shows use a more than 20-year-old rule as a general guideline, but this can be subjective.
All of it's subjective. Everything we're saying is subjective.
Exactly.
But tell me how many people go to Google to figure out how to run a car show?
A lot of people, because a lot of people don't know people like us.
Oh, shit.
Right.
They don't go to Google.
No, a lot of people.
They
We got people in our chat right now. We have people in the chat.
Asking Google, they asking
We have
Siri.
people
who
in
the
the
other Amazon
chat
chick? They asking her.
on Instagram that says our good information as our club goes into our first event on the 18th. There's a lot of people.
Hey, hold on. Let's skip. Hold on, y'all. You know what the new age kids is using to learn how to run a car show? Chat
Copilot.
Gemini. Give me some car show rules. Chat GPT.
They absolutely are.
Yes. These new man.
You're going to put in there 2002 WS6 Trans Am. Go back to your original comment, sir.
Yeah.
Go back to your original comment. It said 2001, didn't it?
You said 2000.
He said 96 Trans Am is considered old school, so why they still make it in 2001 Trans Am isn't. I said they didn't make them in 2001. He going to tell me what they made in 2002.
He did.
All right. Anyway,
you can't win this argument.
Hey, hold on. That need to be for next week. Like old school, new school. We getting a little bit too deep tonight because we were supposed to be talking about what messed up the car game.
Old school, new school need to learn though. I burn baby slow like this.
I'm gonna go with what Google said. If it's old 20 years old, it's old school.
Anyway, we got to move on. Let's get to some of these flyers. It's been a great one. It's been a barn burner. We're gonna have to park this conversation and come back to it because I'm right, Skip right, Qwueen right, Jesse right.
I wish we would have had this conversation before I saw y'all, so we could got in the grass.
It's subjective.
It's subjective. It is.
That's what the Queen said. Both of the Queens said the same thing. It's subjective.
We just can't hold on forever, y'all. I mean, you got. Come on, dog. I mean, you could do the same thing in music too. Like, all right, it's certain artists, old school hip hop artists, but that's another conversation. And is there a year for that, Skip? 1996? If you came out in 1997, you ain't an old school hip hop artist or some stupid shit like that.
What weekend is car show? I ain't got time.
Anyway, every Wednesday, there's a park and chill at Milan's Lounge, hosted by Money from Heavy Hitters. We missed it yesterday, but next Wednesday, park and chill at Milan's Lounge on I can't see.
Henry Bud 5551 North Henry Boulevard, Stockbridge.
Okay, you can read them all. Skip. Here you go. Boom.
Okay. Black Pearl Showboards along with 5 Stars sponsoring a Smoke City at the Smoke City Cigar Lounge After Dark Light Show tomorrow from 7 to 10 p.m. All vehicles are welcome. There will be a $50 treasure chest award. More details to come because I'm not sure how you win it, but that is an award that's going to be given away. Again, that's going to be at Smoke City Cigar Lounge at 100 Woolsey Road, Hampton, Georgia. And that's from 7 to 10 p.m. tomorrow. And then Saturday, 5-Star Corvette will be sponsoring or hosting C8 Showdown, Corvette Auto Fest at Summit Racing. Oh, you changed it on me. Okay. At Summit Racing in McDonough, Georgia. The pre-registration fee is $30 online. I believe that's Eventbrite you can have to go to at the gate. Yeah, 5starcorvettes.com. I'm sorry, it's right in my face. Registration on the day of is $45. The judging of the show will be from 2 to 5. The show will be ran from 12 to 8. So if you need to get there and set up, please get there early so you'll have time to get everything organized. It's open to all year Corvettes, custom modified builds, original stock. They have a bunch of trophies, best in class, C1 to C8, top 25, best in show, best exhaust, most original stock, most custom modified build, goodie bags, door prizes, raffles, music, food vendors, etc. Y'all come out, support 5-Star Corvette tomorrow and Saturday. Yeah. All right, April the 25th. There will be, it's called Pull Up Fest. I thought that's
Qwueen, you want to talk about this one?
Is she there?
Yeah, I'm talking about this one. So it's the Pull Up Fest in South Carolina, Columbia. Yep, you hear me? Y'all hear me?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Do y'all hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Y'all hear me?
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
All right. I'm sorry. All right. So you know what? Anyways, Pull Up Fest, Columbia, South Carolina. This is me. If you see my car getting transported anywhere, this is my transporter that is hosting the show. So it's Pull Up Fest, and we're also doing a trunk wars. So this is for the old schools. If you got beat in the trunk, go ahead and pull up. Let's go ahead and have these trunk wars battle. This is this weekend from 2 to 8 p.m. if I am mistaken. Yep, 2 to 8 p.m. Columbia, South Carolina. Come out, have a good time. We have a lot of vendors, a lot of food vendors. I already placed my full order for one of the food vendors, like in advance. They're that good.
He must
So yeah, they can cook. I already went ahead and placed my order. So like I said, I never missed a show the last 3 years. Had a good time. It's a good vibe. You can bring the kids. Everything is good. So
all right. All right, the elite ladies and men of Banks. That is Eastern Stars and the Masonic Order of the Men of Banks will be hosting the 5th annual car, truck, and bike show. Every year you guys show up for them. My wife is a member of the elite ladies, and we humbly appreciate everybody for coming out, showing up. And we ask that you guys show up again on May the 3rd. It's going to be at American Legion Post number 296. That is 906 West Atlanta Street, Southeast Marietta. Showtime is from 12 to 5. $25 entry fee for vehicles and a $5 spectator fee. They will have a fish fry going on along with burgers, hot dogs, etc., etc. They got music, and they're going to have different awards, club participation, best male, best female, some specialty awards, and a top 25, I believe. Again, that's May the 3rd at the American Legion on 906 West Atlanta Street in Southeast Marietta. Yeah. All right. Miss TJ, take it away.
You got it.
Miss TJ. Okay. The Ladies First Movement presents My Sister's Keeper Car, Truck, and Bike Showcase Mother's Day Edition. This is the second version of this car show, ladies and gentlemen. Last year it was all about the ladies and the ladies only. And I petitioned all the men to come out and support these ladies like they support them before there was something dedicated for just the women. This year, we're going to do it a little different. We're going to have the men enter the show also. There will be 2 different entry fees for men and women. We will have some awards for the men as well. So now the competition should kick up some more. We need you guys to come out in force to support My Sister's Keeper Car, Truck, and Bike Showcase. It will be May the 10th, 2025 from 11 to 4. The registration fee is $25 for the ladies and $15 for the men. The ladies, of course, will have more trophies, bigger awards than the men, but there will be nice awards for the men. $5 spectator fee, and it will be at Bubba's 33, which is at 2925 Buford Drive, Suite 700 in Buford, Georgia. It's free for children under 12. There will be games, food, and fun. Again, this is My Sister's Keeper Car, Truck, and Bike Showcase. And we want everybody to come out, especially because it's a women's movement. So let's support these ladies, y'all. Nighthawk, take it away. You got it.
He's not there. You got it.
Okay. All right. DJ Trucker and Clayton Farm presents the Mayday Dukes and Boots Trail Ride Stepping Competition. That will be May 16th and 17th. It's going to be at 8 Annapool Road in Sparta, Georgia. They have a lot of performers that's going to be there. For instance, Westlove, Tonio Armani. I think that's the guy that sang Boots on the Ground, right?
No.
Tonio Armani's not here?
No, he sings where something about his draws. Help me find my draws.
Okay. Can't find my draws. Okay, Stacey Adams will be there, Queen Thickums, Mr. Nephew Jones, and others. This is where, the big craze now is the Boots on the Ground dance and where them fans at or whatever it's called. You guys, it's a 2-day show. Gates open Friday at 12 p.m. and Saturday at 9 a.m. They do welcome campers, 4-wheelers, side-by-sides, horses are welcome, no dirt bikes. And there is a $1,500 prize for something, but I cannot see what it's for. It just says cash prize. The Pimp City Steppers will be there. Fidelic, I can't read it. Floetic Moves or anyway, Steppers. All y'all that want to learn the dances or see somebody do it, it's going to be at 8 Annapool Road in Sparta, Georgia, May the 16th and the 17th. Y'all, come on out now. Get your boots and your hats. All right. Elite Click of Atlanta. Come for the cars, stay for the cause. It is for the Children's Miracle Network. 6 p.m. Sunday afternoon, May the 18th. All it says is 6 p.m. So I'm assuming it starts at 6 on May the 18th, 2025. All proceeds, it says all, will be donated directly to kids in need via the Children's Miracle Network. The entry donations start at $20. It's also sponsored by Walmart. That will be at 5200 Windward Parkway in Milton, Georgia. No revving, no burnouts. Elite Click. Shout out to them for doing something positive. All right. This is the one Mr. Jesse Smith was elaborating on earlier, and we cut him off because he got ahead of himself. 5-star for Corvette, along with Black Optics Tint, will present the all-car show and light show at Atlanta Motor Speedway. This is the one we were talking about where they were letting the cars go around the track, not by themselves, mind you, with a pace car, but they did get to go around the track. And it is a Whataburger. What a Burger is one of the sponsors also. And this is the second iteration of their Speedway Showcase. That will be June the 6th, 2025 from 6 to 11 p.m.
And Integrity Mortgage Funding is a sponsor as well. So
is that on there? I didn't see that.
It's in blue. It's like to the right.
Oh, I see it now. Okay. And Integrity Mortgage Funding. And what's that? Print Spot. And I can't strong muscle. Yeah. But 5-star Corvette puts on a good show, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all got to come out and support just like they support everybody else. You know, I think I'm going to be there if I'm in town. I won't be in town that weekend. I'll be in Panama at another car show. But we got to go out and support. 5-star Corvettes in the house. All right. Theme cars are us. This is where I will be. It is in theme cars.
Are you by yourself? I'm just asking. Go ahead, carry on.
I wish we was all in the same place. It's still rolling and knocking microphones.
He never says we. He never says we. It's always I. But go ahead. We'll all be there. But go ahead, carry on.
Okay, let me start over. Theme Cars Are Us. Theme and Custom Car and Truck Show presents the Wipeout Edition. It will be held at the Pensacola Interstate Fairgrounds at 6655 Mobile Highway in Pensacola, Florida, June the 7th. Now, myself along with my beautiful co-host will be broadcasting live and hosting domino tournaments and et cetera at this event. This is the Wipeout Edition. The fees are indoors, $80, and outside, $50. Kids 12 and under are free. The show lasts from 11 to 4 p.m. Who's all this texting going on? I'm sorry, y'all. The Fleet DJs, DJ Shy will be there, and there will be over 30 trophies given out. Again, this is the second iteration of this particular show in Pensacola, Florida. The Theme Cars Wipeout Edition car. Theme Cars Are Us Wipeout Edition car show. Yeah. And you can get the tickets on Eventbrite. Let me add that. All right. June the 7th. Is that Greg Street?
Yep.
Yeah. All right. The 4th annual Culture Festival Car and Bike Show. A special guest host, DJ Threat. Greg Street will be there. Guest judge will be Whip Addict. And the entry spectator fee, at this show will be $20. And the car and bike show entry will be $25. This will be at 2709 Old Covington Road in Conyers, Georgia. And it is the 4th annual Culture Festival Car and Bike Show. And it says celebrity guest appearances and performances at this show. So yeah. All right, keys to the city. This is the 5th version of this show. Blade 392 presents Keys to the City, the car, truck, and bike show part 5. That will be June the 22nd, 2025. What's the name of that place again? What's it called? The District?
Yes.
Yeah, it will be held at the District as it has been for the last couple of years. I don't want to give out prices because it's not on this particular flyer, but we do have a month or so to get all the particulars for this show. But make plans for June the 22nd for the Keys to the City Car, Truck, and Bike Show Part 5. Boom. All right, let's go. Powered by Dope Girl Nay and Landlord Jack. The 4th annual Rep Your City Car and Bike Show, Run It Back edition. The Run It Back edition. In other words, I'll be back next year, dog. Gates open at 2 p.m. Judging starts at 6 p.m. Saturday, June the 28th, 2025. It says R&B venue, 1029 Bowman Lane, Walterboro, South Carolina. For more info, contact 843-635-2887. Again, this is Dope Girl Nay and Landlord Jack's Car Show, Rep Your City Car and Bike Show. Boom. And that's our motorcycle she's sitting on, y'all. Yeah. Street Kings presents the Beachfront Motor Fest, July the 12th. It is a 2-day event from 12 to 7 each day, I'm assuming. This is part 2 of this car show. I'm assuming the second version of it. Largest club, 10 best of shows, all makes and model car show. They're going to have scholarship giveaways, and this will be at no address. It's going to be in Ohio. I know that much.
We'll get him back on to talk about it prior. So.
Okay, yeah. That's coming up. That will be in July, so we still have time to get all the particulars on this one. But this is Bling with the yellow Corvette. He was actually at the International Young Chefs show with his Corvette. If you guys didn't know who he was, but the Corvette is Nas and T. Yeah. So this is a show he does every year. And Queen Kong, are you here?
Yes, she's here.
Go ahead, ma'am.
All right. So August 16th, Columbia, South Carolina. We're doing a ladies fest. So myself and the ladies, because there's a lot of ladies I can't see. My eyesight is bad. With Roshika, Panisha, Boss Lady, Bougie, Second Dolls, everybody, we on here. So it's not just only a ladies show, it's what everybody is asking. It's not only a ladies show, it's just a ladies hosting the show because we're trying to bring unity with the car females in this car world to show that we can get along, we can throw a show, we can host together, we can have a good time. So it's a ladies fest, but it's also for everybody. Come out, have a good time. Sure. And they also got they have a loud pack battle going on that weekend as well. I don't have no parts in it, but they have a loud pack battle going on, so they're gonna do what they're gonna do. And that's it.
All right. Mm-hmm. 5-star Corvette in the building.
Yes. Hey, one more thing about that. At Summit this weekend, remember Whataburger is going to be there providing food. Whataburger. It's going to be a good 5-star price. So Whataburger will be there. So if you hadn't, tried their food, it is good. It's a different experience, but they will be on site. Yes, sir.
All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a great episode here at Atlanta CarCast. Every week on the Atlanta Cast Network on YouTube, even though we're streaming on multiple platforms, you can catch us on Queen Kong's social media there. Shout out to all the people that saw us there and that are rewatching it later. Shout out to our Instagram, Atlanta CarCast, Facebook. We're also on Twitch. Please support us on all social media platforms. Good luck this weekend, Mr. Smith.
Yeah, thank you.
We're still expecting you to send me my deposit on hosting the light show on Friday.
All of us, we're going to be talking here real soon because I gotta get you guys on the calendar, see what your schedules are like, so we can.
For those,
let's make this a great summer here.
For those that don't know, the great people at Atlanta CarCast offer a whole bunch of stuff from judging to trophy making to hosting to car detailing. We got vendors, we got merch, consultation, all that kind of good stuff. So anyway, same bad time every week here on Thursdays, and it's so great that we do our show on Thursday. We used to way back in the day, we used to do it on Fridays, and then now it gives people opportunity to do stuff on Friday and Saturday, and they can still get all the information that they need so they can make the best decision to go to the shows that they should be going to and not go to the shows that they shouldn't go to. Because if we don't talk about your show here on Atlanta CarCast, that may tell you something. So yeah, we're going to get out of here for this evening. That's Mr. Skip, Queen Kong. I don't know what Tia went. I don't know if Nighthawk, he had a PTA meeting to go to. He looked like he was going to a PTA meeting. And that has been Jesse from 5 Star Corvettes. Till we meet again, y'all stay safe and stay dangerous.